All right, y'all. I am back, honey. I am back. Let me get my computer. I don't know which way is better. My kitchen isn't really messy, but let me see. Okay. So y'all can watch me cook the food. I don't know which way is better. That's better. I might have to. Let's see. Trying to make it y'all so y'all can see what I'm doing. Hold on. I should have waited. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm just going to talk until people come up in here. It is 3 something in the morning, I'm saying. Every once in a while, I like to do this. Y'all, I'm just doing a quick meal prep. So we're going to do salad first, of course. Salad. Let's see. We unlock. Perfect. One of my faves. Do you feel like coming up and talking to me? I'm going to drop the link. You don't have to come up and talk, but if you want to, you're welcome. Look at me. Yes, look at my fat ass. Did you go live tonight? I went to sleep and I thought about you and I looked for you, but I don't think you were live. I ended up going over to Witch Doctor. I've been watching y'all, you know. Let me drop the link. We're gonna do it just like we do it over on your channel. Oh Lord. Come on up. All right, so yeah, I'm doing a meal prep. I'm gonna make a huge salad. This is pretty much what I do, y'all. I've shown y'all this a million times, but I make a huge salad because I eat a lot of salad. And the wonderful thing about salad is you can put whatever you want to put in there. It really doesn't matter. So I love, this is my protein. And sometimes I do meat, sometimes I don't do meat at all. What am I? I just saw somebody. Okay. I see you, Unlock. Come on up. Hey, Daniel Berry. Hey, Boo.
Hey,
It's good to
how you
see
feeling?
you.
It's good to see you.
I'm feeling better now that y'all are up in here.
What are you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Child, I can't sleep half the time. Let's make this better because we sexy. The sexy people got to come to the front, honey. I can't sleep sometimes. So, and this is good. The earlier I get up, the better usually my day goes. So I get up like this. I do my literally everything. I feed my dog if he's hungry. I get his food ready. I prep cook for lunch or for the day for a few days. I water my plants. I do whatever I have to do. Then I'm gonna try and make my way to the gym.
That sounds like a full day.
No, but that's what you have to do. You know, when you this is what makes it run and work better. So anyway, what's been going on with you? Did you go live tonight or last night?
Last night, yes. Just covering old stories from a week ago and meeting up with new people and
Yeah,
try not to cuss them out. You
exactly.
know,
Exactly.
you know how that go.
I same thing. Well, I watch people for a very long time, and tonight I went over to Witch Doctor, and it was a good show. Angry Man was over there, And like I said, I don't know him to dislike him. I just don't like the way he talks to these women. And tonight would have been the perfect opportunity, but of course my phone died, so I just kept on. But a lot of people don't notice I be doing stuff while I'm up there, so I just kept on listening. For some weird reason, he cursed Chocolate Earth out. I don't know why. She didn't do anything wrong. So I'm going to be making my way over there. I'm sure me and him will have our opportunity.
Shh.
But that's just like he's just like that. Like the other day with LA Project, it's like why are you talking to her like this? It's Mother's Day, but I realized that that's just him. But when
He does that. He does what he does because he does it for a living. He's been doing it for what, a period of what, 8, 10 years now. Ain't
yeah, he
nothing new
was.
under the sun.
Yes, and I've been right here watching him. And shout out to Frida Green. Frida Green is one of the few men that I see giving him some pushback. There are people that give him pushback. Don't get me wrong, but he's the type you definitely got to keep him. Because yeah, I need to sit down. We unlock, but go ahead, sweetie. I'm going to give
Mm.
it to you. Uh,
Yeah, but that's angry man's plateau. Unless somebody puts him in his place, he's gonna end up doing that for the long haul. And then, of course, if you challenge him in any way, of course he's gonna kick you off the panel. You just gotta prove to him otherwise that you ain't scared to go toe to toe with him. Like the dude from yesterday, what he did. He did the exact same thing that I would have done if I was in his shoes. So, eh, and of course, they're harking back to old wounds, and I kind of got cringed when they were talking about Anissa. Anissa is somebody's child, even though she's 23 years old. I said it before on my live stream. People just need to leave that child alone and just let her and her father come come together in some situations and let them deal with the issues in their way, and just make a big deal about it. But of course, everybody needs a click, everybody needs a view, everybody needs some money. So that's
yeah.
how that is.
Well, yeah, and yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Hey, DB, good to see you. The link is in the chat. Anybody can hop on. This is a very late, chill live. Anybody can come up, honey. Ooh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, honey. I need to. Well, I'm getting back comfortable with coming back on camera. You know what I mean? But look at us with our locks. We got it going on, honey. Yes. I can't hear you. We on.
I gotta redoing. I gotta go to California next month. Yeah.
Oh, what you doing out there?
Going to Universal Studios with the my nieces and nephews and my children.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool. That sounds like fun. Oh yeah, Universal Studios. That sounds great. Enjoy yourself.
I will for the most part when it comes to the children. This here is another milestone, another stepping stone, and plan on going to different adventures because this shit don't make no type of sense. I mean, that racism has gone to, the level that uh prejudiceness, and now the involvement in the continuous discussion of females and how they should submit is just it's just off the charts. In 2025, I think we would have been over that by now, but people need something to talk about. And when I see you up here, it's pretty much we try to do something a little different, right?
Yeah,
We try to do something different than everybody, and n- not only it doesn't. I mean, it works in our version because it's only like a small, it's like a small sample size. But again, if you're not talking about a damn 12-foot statue in the middle of Times Square, if you're not talking about Umar, if you're not talking about ethnicity, if you're not talking about racism in this country, if you're not talking about Donald Trump, you're not talking about Jay-Z or Diddy, you, you're doing something crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Go ahead.
What up, young?
Hey, what up, man?
What are you cooking?
You can talk. I'm just meal prepping the salad for today and probably tomorrow and the next day
That's
if it
cool.
lasts long. Go ahead. Did you want to
You,
say something, young Riaz?
No, not much. I'm just chilling out today. Don't Today's like my day off though in a way. I'm home all day today, so there's not much to do today.
Oh, well, get some rest, sweetie. You seem tired. You seem tired, baby.
Yeah. I chose to stay up late and I did sleep though. I went to sleep. It's just that when it's just that time differences though. UK it's about 8:50 a.m. in the morning. So sometimes though when you're sleeping though, I'm pretty much awake. And when I'm asleep, your time is different. So
I
it's a
know. I
time difference.
don't see every time I see you in the chat. I always tell you to make sure you're taking care of yourself and make sure you get some rest because
Yeah,
mhm.
I know.
Okay, because I see you, and you know you were one of my winners. And we unlock. I got you, Bill.
I
For
thank
next,
you.
I got some cash for y'all. Y'all gotta wait though, because I went over the budget last month. I went over the budget this month, but we good. Young Riaz, why don't you have cash app, boo? Y'all give me a second. Give me a second.
The only reason I don't have Cash App is because Cash App don't work in the UK anymore. The company that owns Cash App, they shut their service down in the UK. You can download the app though, but you can't send anything.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
so
there's got to be some other way because I know a lot of people that are in the UK still doing YouTube, and I know they're getting money. There's got to be a way. Listen,
yeah,
y'all,
you know,
you should listen. We appreciate your support, but everybody deserves a little compensation. And you're on a lot of people's panels, and you're in a lot of people's channels. You're always sharing, and I'm grateful for you sharing. But do that,
yeah, I
please.
got you. I appreciate that. I know what you mean. Cash App though in the UK is basically they shut the service down. So instead, the alternative I've got is a PayPal. I set up a PayPal. It's just that I talked to my dad about basically the concept and stuff like that and figure out what we're gonna do with it. Right now, he told me not to do anything right now, but he said he'll have a think about it. I talked to my dad about it. He said he'll think about it though. Like I explained to him the concept, and he says, "Okay, I get it though, but let me have a think about it." I let my mom or my dad in on what I'm doing though. I do what I gotta do, but I'm letting my parent know so then at least they can help supervise me because you know how God though.
Yes. Now, we unlock. I hope you don't mind. I want to take a moment with young Riaz. So, I adore young Riaz. I adore you too, but I'm going to have a conversation. I'm always talking, um, I work with all types of people, and a lot of my patients are um, basically need assistance too. Um, so I just want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself proper because I care about you. A lot of people care
Okay.
about you. And I just
Okay.
want to make sure, okay. But because we all need rest. Even I have been on here at times, and it's like, you know what? I've been on here for 5, 6 hours and I haven't rest. You don't even realize it sometimes. So I just want you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Do your parents know, like, do they know that you support people a lot on YouTube? They know what
Yeah,
you're okay. Okay.
yeah. My parent knows. They know. I let them know though, and also they hear that as well. So my family is very well aware of what I'm doing, and they just let me do what I gotta do because it's not just because I'm older though. They just understand that though. They're cool with that though, and I do care for myself as well sometimes though. It's just that basically when I do that, I just choose not to show it in front of everyone else though. I just basically do what I gotta do without anyone else knowing what I'm doing though. Because not everything is meant to be shared.
That's true. Okay. Well, as long as you're taking care of business, you can always come to me if you need any type of help, advice, anything. I'm here for you.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we unlock. I'm done talking to young Riaz. Well, about that. You can come back up if you want, sweetie. What else did you want to talk about, honey?
Question:
Sure.
Did what 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 started that nonsense yesterday? Because
Wait.
I came in at a later time when they were talking about Anissa. I mean, yeah, and
Oh,
you mentioned Angry Man, but what happened? What happened when they
so I
with
didn't see
that?
it all. A lot of times, he goes pretty late, so I came in at the end. But I did see in the beginning that she was up there for a very long time, and they were all talking. It was very civil conversation. I felt like they were having a great conversation. She seemed real cool and laid back, and I don't. I didn't see everybody's part, but I didn't see anybody attack her, and I know that yeah, I didn't see that. The only person I saw that came up there kind of spazzing out was Angry Man. But I didn't see any interaction between him and her. As a matter of fact, I think by the time he came on the panel, she wasn't even there anymore. But he obviously felt very passionate about the subject, which a lot of people do. But like you said, it's people can have their feelings, but at the end of the day, this is his family, this is their family, and it doesn't really concern us. But however, she did bring it to the internet. So people, once you bring things to the internet, and it does invite people to have conversations. But basically, the reason I was upset with Angry Man is because there was a young lady up there named LA Project. I met her. I've seen her on Auntie's show. She's always very nice and respectable. And I did not like how he just out the blue started calling her to be. And you know how he does. He did it tonight. And
I
it threw
don't
me
know.
off. Yeah, she's very nice and very respectful.
She'll be back, because I know it's not my phone. Yeah. Anyway. Nissa, Umar's daughter. She is crashing out over the internet, which I mean, people. I got a few people asking me, do I want to interview this person? I was like, no, I do not, because number one, out of respect for her father, I will not be touching. I will not be touching that at all. It's not my place. It's it just seems wrong to me, unless it was granted by that person. If it was granted by EFI, I wouldn't interview that person. So that was out. But I kind of cringed when I saw DJ Wish Doctor, you know, you know, interviewer, and Auntie was up there. It was cringeworthy, but you know what? People do what they do, either for fun or a click or a view, and it doesn't interest me not one bit, because we done heard this story frontwards and backwards, and the only thing to and I'm not saying that it wasn't a good panel, and you're discussing fatherhood and stuff like that at the end of the night, when everybody else left, and it was like a reasonable tone conversation between uh, uh, some grown men some grown men It was a conversation that I'm used to. It's not all this yelling back and forth and calling other names and kicking people off. I'm not used to. I don't want to get to deal with that anymore. When it comes to prejudiceness and racism, now I got to do what I got to do. But some pettiness over a person that you don't know, that's just starting to irritate me. So I took approach to it, and it was what it was that night. Oh,
Well,
she's back.
yeah, sorry, my remember I forgot to plug in my power
Mm,
cord. But anyway, um, yeah, that's just my issue. I've watched Angry Man for a while, and he told a fib. He said that there was not a video. Frida Green called him on his BS. There was a video. See, some of us have been around over a decade in this bitch, and we know the history. And there was a video where before he got big, like how he got, when he used to do it in his little living room or whatever, where that woman came through, and that's how we found out that she was a light-skinned woman, because she got caught on camera kind of saying, hey, yeah, that's the true video. Frida Green didn't lie about that. And as a matter of fact, when him and O'Shea got into it back in the day, O'Shea kind of roasted him on
I
that.
heard that one.
Yeah,
I really
so
heard.
that was not a figment of our imagination. But I'm gonna be honest. In the video, you can't really hear what she's saying, but she clearly is like, "Can you get off the internet?" So, and listen, I'm not here to be messy, but like, what happens is people grow and then they try to act like they didn't have the past that they have, and it's like some of us have been here quite a while, and we know.
Really? Do they really grow? Um, or is it the same? Is it the same old trauma? Is it- I mean, let's face it now. Most of us, I mean, most of us say that, right? But then it's like, oh, you still the same. You still the same Negro from a couple months back, or a couple of years back. You still that same person. You haven't changed.
Oh yeah,
None of them
yeah.
is gonna change as long as the
Technically,
money's good.
he's still the same person. Your mic is amazing, by the way. I need to.
Mine.
Yeah, it's good. It's powerful. It's loud. I need to.
Oh,
I got mics. Me and you one day we'll get behind the scenes. I wanted to do I don't have quite enough members, but well, even if I got one
you
member,
got more members than me.
do I hope you
Yes, you
still
do.
do. Oh, good. I mean, like we will get together. As you know, I'm not on Instagram right now, but I'll be back on there soon. I just
No
y'all,
one likes me. No one likes me.
would you
'Cause I'm,
stop
I'm,
it, Leona?
I'm too.
Mm-mm,
I'm too black.
mm-mm.
Everybody
Uh,
likes
I'm
it.
too. What's the word? I'm too simpish.
They simps. The people that calling you simps are simps. They just simping in a different way.
Young been there. Young know.
Mhm.
He's been there
Yeah,
plenty of times.
yeah. I just basically chill though, but nah, you're cool though, man. I No, you're just being. I just consider you being real, though. And some people, sometimes though, some people don't like it when you're being real yourself. Though you're just being yourself, so it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I guess.
I mean, why would I become anything else? Why would I become a character
No, of
of
course not.
illusion? I
Of
mean,
course not.
I only know of one, and I mean, she does a really good job of it, but not gonna go there. But needless to say,
Yeah,
um, I am for a reason. So if
y'all are
people don't like it, it's like, hey, but I'd rather be. And oh, by the way,
amazing.
happy belated Mother's Day to all the Black queens out there, including you. Which
Happy
uh,
Mother's Day, ladies, and I
Yeah,
just hope everybody
yeah. I
enjoyed
almost
the
forgot to
day.
wish that. Too.
Yeah,
how was your Mother's Day?
it was wonderful. It was a lot better than I thought. My last Mother's Day wasn't that great. Unfortunately, I got sick, and my mom was sick too. So this was nice. This was a nice change. We went out. We had good time. I'm gonna let someone else is up. Hi. I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna let them up.
Okay.
Well, brother, are you? Oh my God! Well, brother, are you racist? Hello to the Black Queens for Mother's Day. So you can't say Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Who is that speaking?
You said it
Mosh.
though. The way you said it, brother, that came off racist. Like hello to all the Black Queens.
Oh,
Like
great.
fuck the
The
white
reverse
queens. Fuck the
racism.
white queens. I didn't. Hey, Miss Roots, Miss Roots. I
Yeah.
seen your channel and it's like, hey, guys, my eyes are like your eyes. You are fucking gorgeous. You're outstanding. You're fucking beautiful. Big ups. I want to say hi to you. You're putting the StreamYard link. Hello, guys.
He's a cowboy fan, so I can tell he's from Texas.
Oh, okay. We like Cowboy.
Oh, I'm not a cowboy fan anymore.
Oh, why not? What happened?
Hey, we back.
I'm
We had
sick
the
and tired of Jerry.
renegade draft.
I
We got Pickens. We're gonna rock it now. We're gonna rock it this year.
y'all been saying
We do
that
that
for
every
damn
year.
near 28, 29 years now, and Jerry's still rocking that little boat that he got for his wife so many years ago. I ain't want to
Hey,
hear that
rep the
crap.
team. Rep the team. Rep that
Did
team.
did
Shout out
did,
to
did he
me.
did he pay
Okay.
that? Did he pay Dak yet? I forgot. Did he
Yeah.
pay Dak yet?
We paid.
Did they pay CD Lamb yet?
Yes, CD's in.
A B
Parsons is
receiver?
next. Parsons is next. Big money.
I would like, because I've never met you before. I'm going to put you on the big screen. I would like you to tell us about yourself.
I'm a Cowboys fan, and I do a lot of IRLs, live music, sunsets, beaches, fishing. Yeah.
Are you new to our? Are you new to our?
I didn't come on to promote and try to get subs. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all fucking good people here. And again, you're like a supermodel. You are. You are. Straight up.
But no, it's okay. It's not. My channel's pretty. I think I'm laid back, so it's not about trying to promote. I just wanted to know who you are. Do you know this sector with the type of stuff we talk about?
I just jumped on. I want to know what, Mr. Young. What do you got? What are you drinking in there?
Oh, this is basically winter, but I mixed it with a vitamin powder. It's a vitamin powder that I have, though it's called a Nero shake, though. My dad
It's
basically,
not
he
like
knows a guy. I'll explain. Just let me finish explaining, and then you can say what you need to say. Okay, cool. I got you. So I was trying to say this Neuroshake it's like vitamin C and D. So it's like a vitamin powder mixed with good stuff in it. And my dad knows a guy who works with a doctor, and he sells it though. And it's in
I was
the
just wondering if there was
UK.
alcohol in it or not. That's all.
There's no alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. But anyways, with that vitamin powder, they do sell overseas too, though. You can buy it from them as well. Though. You can order online and stuff like that. Later on, I'll just probably go through my messages, though, copy the link, and I'll send it to Mahadini so then she can check it out for herself, though. It's called a Neuro Shake, though, and I can show you what it looks like.
Hey, and Mr. WOL, you remind me of the brother on Walking Dead. The badass brother on Walking Dead. Yeah. He had the lion and all that. Yeah. You remind me of that guy. Yep.
Ooh.
Badass. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never
I
seen
have never seen The Walking Dead, but I'll take the compliment.
it. I've never seen it.
Unless it's the other Walking Dead with Eddie Griffith in them, Eddie Griffith. But if you're talking about the series, I've never seen it.
You never seen that?
No.
Let me see if I can get a picture. I'll show you.
No, the Walking Dead that I'm used to watching is these people are from the military and they go in basically blind and they have to survive for 24 hours and then they come out, it is what it is. It had my favorite comedian, Eddie Griffith, in it. But
Okay.
and Alan Payne.
This is what I'm drinking.
What is
That's a vitamin powder.
Oh, it's a vitamin pop. Oh, you got to add water and stir it and stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know.
you put water in. Yeah, so basically, we unlock what we do though. Is yes, you do add water to it. I just basically put a whim to the drink and stuff. I flavor it though for a reason, so it tastes better. I mean, you can drink. You gotta. I flavor it so then I can get rid of the. You know, like when you put powder in water, you know how it tastes though, right? Just put something to
Yeah,
flavor
yeah.
it out and it'll be better. So I drink this.
You got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
You got that look, brother. You got that look.
Yeah, I got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, man. Yeah,
So
man.
I don't know if I look like a white man, but it's
Ask
all good.
Mosh I want to ask you a question. Why did
Okay.
it bother you that he referred to? I didn't even notice that he said Black Queens. I thought he just said Happy Mother's Day. But why does it bother you that a Black man would tell a Black woman Happy Mother's Day or call her a queen?
He made it clear. Happy Mother's Day to all the Black queens. He said that. Rewind it. I'm not being. So I was like, well, how about just Happy Mother's Day?
I admit.
But why? Can I ask you a
I,
question, sweetheart? Why is that offensive to you? Is it offensive?
I just come bust them out, bust some balls. It's all good.
Okay. Bye, dear. I think he'll come back. He'll come back.
you know, it's quite interesting that a person like yourself would say that I'm wrong for celebrating not only my mother, who is a American African mother, but it's quite fathoming to me that you would come up here and challenge me about my Black queens that basically I cherish and I love and adore and respect. It's quite
So
interesting.
is there a problem with the white queens, brother, man?
I don't do swine, sir. I don't do the swine. I don't do
I
the
don't know what
swine.
swine means. My apologies.
Swine is pig. Swine is meant for pig. Oink oink, all that other shit. I'm not into that. I'm not into
I don't
white
know. I have
white.
no idea. My
I'm not
apologies.
into the snow
I have no
bunnies.
idea what you're talking about.
We
I'm not into the snow bunnies. I'm not into none of that. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Now you can
So,
continue on with your rant, sir.
so snow means white. Does snow mean white? I don't know.
Whatever you wanted to interpret. I mean, it is whatever you call it.
Cat,
Whatever
can you
you
help
feel
me?
like.
Cat, can you
The
help
the
me?
fact of the matter is, I love my peoples. I love my communities. I
You
love
damn
everything in
right.
it. Good,
I
bad,
don't have that
good, bad, or
problem
indifferent.
with that.
Good,
I love
bad, or
yellow
indifferent.
people too. You want me to show some videos of me spending Thanksgiving with? Yeah,
I mean,
Thanksgivings and Christmases and New Year's and yeah.
okay, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you sleep at night. I'm just telling you what I like.
I
I'm just
want to
telling you
say.
what I'm used to.
Can I say something? I want to say something. You guys
Your
just don't
channel.
know. You guys just don't know each other. But We Unlock is, and this is the problem. Like oh God, We Unlock is what I hope I'm saying it right. Pro-Black. I am pro-Black. However, I need to explain to you what that means because I don't think you know what that means. However, we do have differences of opinion. Like I have friends that are all different races, and I respect people of all different races. That's why when We Unlock, said the pork comment, I didn't really like that comment, but that's his beliefs. I just let people have their own beliefs, but at the same time, I don't want to insult people because I do have friends of all different races and nationalities, and I love them all. But basically, in my mind, pro-Black for me just means I love my people.
You damn right.
Right first,
You
and
damn
so
right.
I don't think white folks sometimes understand, and I don't even know what's your background, what's your nationality, Mosh.
Well, I got some Filipino in me. I got some German in me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. One of my girlfriends, she's Black and Filipino. I'm trying to get her to teach me some Filipino dishes, but basically, I think that's what it is. But I don't deal with the name calling and stuff. Like that's the thing we unlock. Don't call them names. But
Shout out to
basically,
everybody here. Like, share, subscribe, thumb it up, share it out. Big ups.
I was calling who names? What?
I just want to say one thing. For me, all that means because I feel like people misunderstand me when I say that. It does not people or I hate anybody. That's not what it means. It means that I choose to do Black economic business, meaning versus giving these big corporations like McDonald's and all these people, I will go halfway across town to do Black economics, to do Black business, to lift the community up. So I just want you to understand that. Go ahead.
Hey, brother, can you tell me what the WOL means?
We Unlock Nation.
We what?
We on lock, meaning we Unlock Nation. How did I get that? How did I get that name? How did I promote that name? It was a long time ago.
I asked all this. Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna give you the backstory why I chose that. Some light-skinned kid from I think 10 years back was on the wrestling squad, and he ended up having his dreadlocks being cut off right in the middle of his meat by yeah.
Hair getting cut up. Hair getting cut up. What? What? Oh damn! Everybody's like, what? What? Oh damn! Roots, you look at Roots.
It looks very stringy.
Well, hey, that's why the hair's up in the hat. It's one of those days.
Oh,
Bad hair day. Bad hair day. Put it up in the hat, bro.
agony.
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat.
You look so wonderful today. I just forgot to tell you that. What up, DJ Witch Doctor? Bushwick. Ooh, got the. Yeah, I will admit those are pretty good.
They are good. They're good. Yeah, they're.
I drink those every once in a blue moon, but but mainly the one. Oh, go ahead, Morgan.
No, go ahead. I was just saying hello to the new panelists, but y'all go ahead and talk.
No, but like I said, the only reason why I named myself that is somebody ended up getting their dreadlocks cut off right in the middle of their wrestling meet, and they were being racially profiled. That's how I came up with that name.
Oh, okay. Let me just welcome the new person. Welcome. Do you want to say something? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hey, yeah, I was just coming in, just seeing you was talking about the meal prep. I was just gonna ask you what you was gonna be cooking, but you already got the video going, so I'm looking at what you're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna be like the biggest salad ever?
I do make a huge salad just because I eat so much of it.
I love some salad.
I eat a lot of it.
You do like the meal prep, like I guess like with like a service, like a Hello Fresh would do, like where you make the meals and stuff like that.
Oh no, it's just for me. It's for I used to be really into health and fitness. But I got a little sick and now I'm getting back into it. So it keeps me from eating a lot of fast food when I'm at work, a lot of junk food. I can just nibble. I know it sounds corny, but I can nibble on my veggies instead of nibbling on a candy bar. So
nice.
That's all.
And we can all do that. We can all learn from you right now. Yep.
That's what's up. What you cutting up some cabbage right there?
No, it's just salad. So it's iceberg lettuce. I actually like romaine, but I'm out of romaine. And then I got some bell peppers. I got cucumbers, tomatoes, and then I'm going to boil some eggs. And I'm probably going to do chicken breast on top. I don't know how long this live is going to be, but I might post a picture of it after I finish. So we'll grill some chicken breast, slice it up, and put it on top. But thank you guys for coming. Did DJ send you? DJ, can you come up here? I really want to talk to you. But I want to.
My favorite is Greek salad. Greek salad. That's just me.
Yeah. And cheese. I love cheese. So, but y'all go ahead, talk.
Cheese. You put cheese on your salad?
Shredded cheese, like different types, mozzarella, cheddar. It's good.
trying to steer away from cheese, but you know what? I gotta try. I gotta try your salad one of these times.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta
But
try
y'all
your
can really
salad.
talk. I don't know what y'all were talking about.
I, um, well, I mean, it's like I said, I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to offend anyone, but I mean, I am who I am for a reason, and no disrespect to anybody who was offended by my lingo. Just want to add that on too.
What about Striker? Striker, do you have a channel? If y'all have channels, talk to us. Because I think y'all
Oh
are.
yeah, man. I got a couple of channels, but most people already know the channel. My main channel is game development on Shatterstar Games, and then I do like tech tips and different music. I do a little deal where we do a DJ kind of deal where we release music and sell tracks as well. Part of One Entertainment. So yeah, that's basically what I do. It's nothing much. I have a million subscribers or nothing. I need to put some content out myself, and I do a couple of videos with cooking. I'm more of a barbecue guy,
Oh
so
yeah.
I typically do a lot of barbecuing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a good sides person. You know what I'm saying? Typically, my chick does the sides, but I typically do the barbecue, not grilling, but barbecuing. It's a difference. It's a difference.
How you do your slabs?
Man, it just depends, bro. I can do them hot and fast, or you can do them low and slow. But typically, everything I do is with a specific type of wood and an indirect stick burner. So I do a 6 foot stick burner, and I do red oak. I will use some pecan, every now and then some hickory, but red oak is number one because it's native to Texas and Louisiana. Here, you can't get it anywhere else, and it just, man, you don't have to get real freaky with the slabs. You can put salt and pepper and put that red oak on it. Man,
Mm.
it turns the meat red naturally. It may look like it's spicy, but it's not. It's just a Texas. When you put that just straight, no charcoal, no nothing, just red oak. That's typically how I do my slabs. I do my brisket the same way, and the shoulders, and the sausage and the chicken. I typically do the chickens, drunk chickens. We typically do them like that, and low and slow makes everything right, and that's typically the way I do with the pit.
You put what type of sauce you put on put on if you put on sauce at all? Yeah. Hopefully
Well,
it's sweet and tangy.
man, Texas people and certain people from Mississippi and Memphis and KC. See, there's a difference in barbecue, and it's a big barbecue thing right here. South Carolina people got their stuff. Chicago people got their stuff. East Coast got their stuff. You know what I'm
Are you
saying? They
Absolutely.
call it
South
pit beef,
Carolina?
right? East Coast people who have brisket is pit beef. Y'all do pit beef. You know what I'm
Are
saying? It's
you in
different,
South
right?
Carolina? Are you in South Carolina?
I'm in Houston.
Oh, I'm in South Carolina.
Houston, Texas.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay, yeah. Y'all Carolina people got that vinegar-based sauce out there. So y'all use a lot of salt. In Texas, it's almost like if you have to put sauce on your meat, then it ain't right. Your meat should be creating its own sauce. So when you put sauce on it, people think you're trying to hide the flavor of the meat because you have either burnt the meat, it does not taste properly, you haven't injected it properly, you haven't cooked it properly. So, if your meat right off the pit don't taste good without sauce, then you've done it wrong.
Man, everything tastes good with the flavor now. You got to put a little bit of flavor in there though.
30 seconds. 30
Bro,
seconds. I gotta call out DB in the chat. Strawberries in the salad. I love strawberries, but I've never had that in the salad ever. I've never heard of anybody having strawberries in the salad. But I am pro strawberries. Big up DB.
Yeah, but I mean, it got to have a little bit of flavor in it. I mean, but I can understand where you're coming from. Different strokes for different folks, but I was just
what
like,
I'm gonna tell you is this, but what we do is sauce on the side. It's kind of
uh,
like Chicago people who don't like to put ketchup on hot dogs. It's like illegal. to put ketchup. Don't even ask for it, right? It's kind of like that type of thing, but then you can have it on the side, so people will serve you on the side. You want sauce, then you can drench it in the sauce. But if your meat is not tasting with the full smoke and the flavor and the juiciness of itself by itself without the sauce, then you have cooked it wrong. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because the
Hmm.
sauce from the brisket, you know what I'm saying, alone, when you cut into it, if you've properly done your technique, man, it's gonna be enough juice and flavor in there. The smoke ring should be penetrated at least an inch and a half. If you got a good piece of smoke on it, man, you're gonna have flavor in it from the jump. If putting sauce is just because you want sauce, not because it needs it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you do alligator that? Would you do alligator that way?
Alligator fried, only the tail sections and fried. I like alligator po' boys. We do that as Cajun people. Louisiana people put me on that. Shout out to my Louisiana Cajun folks. Uh, Fried gator po' boys is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mahogany, you ever tasted gator before, Mahogany?
I'm
No,
in
but
Florida, man, and I've heard
I,
about gator tail, gator tail, gator tail. I've never ate gator.
I've had it offered, but I never tried it.
You know what it tastes like?
No.
I was gonna say chicken because that's what everybody say. Yeah, it tastes like chicken, right?
Mm.
But it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like chicken and shrimp mixed together. If chicken and shrimp had a baby, that's what gator tastes like if you cook it right.
Wow. Okay.
But you gotta know how to cook that. You gotta know how to cook that right there. I'm just not gonna
You
eat
gotta fry
anybody's
it.
food. Gotta fry it.
You gotta fry it. You gotta fry it. It's gamey. You gotta soak it in some vinegar. You gotta get that game off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I like the buttermilk.
It's just
If
like
you're gonna fry
chitlins.
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
No,
Animals.
no. I'm done with chitlins, man. I can't do the chitlins, man. I'm sorry. I cannot do the chitlins, man.
You
Mahogany,
done with?
mahogany. You do
Huh?
chitlins over there? You do chitlins over there,
No,
mahogany?
I'm gonna be honest. That I'm a different faith, and all that stuff is kind of unclean to me for my beliefs. So I don't eat anything that's like eat bottom feeders or no. But no,
I
but
don't
Mahogany,
do the chitlins.
it ain't gonna hurt you to do it once.
no. But no judgment though. No judgment.
What?
No.
Hold on. What do you mean, bottom feeders? You ain't gonna have some fried catfish?
No, I don't. I don't eat catfish.
Damn, you missing out.
Yeah, catfish
I
is a
have. I
bottom
mean,
feeder.
I grew up in the South, but I converted and changed over. That's all. But I grew up. I've eaten it before.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
catfish is a bottom feeder. I would prefer catfish over swai, which is what they're selling now in place of the catfish.
Hmm.
It's really a Chinese catfish product, and doesn't taste as good as catfish. I'm from Mississippi. I used to work on a catfish farm, so bias include. You know, when we fed our fish, we fed them basically a high protein dog food, and they wouldn't eat from the bottom. I mean, I could get in the tractor and get ready and go feed them. You just see their heads come up to the top of the pond. They don't eat bottom feed. So the Mississippi raised catfish, when dealing with our catch, we had real good taste, quality food fish. But a lot of other people's stuff, especially that swine stuff from China, I don't blame you. I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it because you don't know where it's coming from, and those filter feeders, bottom feeders. Yeah, it's not necessarily a great flavor, and they're not good for you. But each their own.
It's
They want to
coming
eat
to.
fried Chinese, fried fish, let them eat it.
It's about to come to a head where I'm just gonna disregard from meat. Period. It's starting to come to there. Yes, I
Well,
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind becoming a vegetarian for a year.
I was going to tell you that,
Wow.
like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with taking breaks. I think that overall, there was a documentary that I saw called Food Inc. I love that movie, but it talked about how they process meat and all this and that. But I don't think there's anything wrong from giving your digestive system a break from certain things for a period of time. You don't have to do it forever. Just I did it for a few years, but you don't even have to do it that long. Do it for a month and see how you feel. I did it for
You
a
have to
while.
challenge me.
Okay, okay, me and you talk about it. We'll do a challenge one day. Okay, but I've done
Hey,
it and
hey, hey, hey,
go.
seriously, why would you do that? Is it about calories? Is it about health, losing or gaining weight?
How long does meat stay in your intestines for like 7 days?
It depends. It depends on the meat. So beef is the most hard to digest, and that's the one that stays a long time. And that's a good question that Mosh asked. Is it Mosh? For me, Mosh, when I've done it, it was a cleansing, like a fasting, to give my body a break because meat is harder to digest than say vegetables. So that's why I did it. And then I did it for a period that was too long, and I started to feel weak and dehydrated and tired all the time. So that's when I raised my protein back up. But everybody doesn't like to play around with their food like that. So, but I feel good when I take breaks from things. Like I might go on a fast where I do nothing but drink water and I cut out sugary stuff. So,
Nice, nice.
so it's up to you. We unlock.
I would say to add to that, I actually know one red meat that actually is proven to actually lower your cholesterol. Can you believe it?
I mean,
I can believe it, but you have to tell me.
It's bison. Bison is the only red meat that is proven to actually lower cholesterol, and like if you was to compare it to like let's say beef. As far as the meat concern, I've done a couple of cleanses myself. The doctor told me specifically about the high blood pressure and basically said, look, you had to cut out beef, pork, and you need to just eat fish and light white meat chicken,
Good morning,
salads.
diary.
It's basically that's where it came to me, and that's where I got into the cleansing thing and started more than that, started looking at the food that we digest. Me being from the country, I grew up, my grandma and them, they grew everything. I was shucking peas, picking greens. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. She grew everything. So you had to go and do it. So it was no GMOs. It was none of this processed stuff. You
Nice,
had to
man,
do it
nice.
with chickens. Everybody had their own chickens. It wasn't this Tyson raised hormones crap that they got out there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We got yard eggs, and they lived to 100+ years old. So, they was obviously doing something right. And I think we got kind of off the path because of the factory farming to where they start this process stuff. And, it is good to take a cleanse off that stuff every now and then just because, you want to cleanse yourself because, and just maybe when you go back, start eating a cleaner version. We got beef, right? So we do grass fed beef. We'll give them a treat of some range cubes every now and then. But some people just like grain fed beef. Me personally, I like the taste of grass fed cows with no hormones. I personally like that, but everybody ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? A steak that's no hormones, grass fed, is gonna taste different than a grain fed beef product that's eating GMO corn every day. So, you gotta really pay attention to the type of meat that you're eating as well, not just the actual eating of the meat, but the actual preparing of how they're treating that animal or what's being processed in that animal before they slaughter it. You have to be in very, you have to have a chain of command on it, find out where that stuff's coming from.
big ups, Roots. You are awesome. Inviting people up, just being the special badass that you are. A great person, great channel. Y'all fucking rock. You kick ass, girl. You kick ass. Yo, yeah.
Who's your favorite group? If I may ask, it sounds like you coming very old school, like Ozzy, Ozzy, fuck, Van Halen, uh, uh, that era. Am I wrong?
thrash speed metal Slayer.
Who?
Slayer.
Layer.
Slayer.
They're big. They're big. Yeah.
Oh,
Heavy thrash speed metal where everybody's like moshing, slam dancing, banging heads. Heavy, fast. It's crunchy. It's aggressive. Yeah.
Van Halen is just as aggressive.
No, no, no.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, you're
Well, how
fucking
you,
wrong.
you go
Yeah.
you gonna drop your recipe for what you making right now?
Audio,
Beauty,
audio, audio, sis.
beauty.
Audio.
Oh no, it's not a
Please.
recipe. I want to send a shout out though, really quickly. Thank you, DJ Doctor, DJ Witch Doctor. He sent a lot of people. A lot of you all probably came from his show. Thank you so much for coming over and just hanging out with your girl. Anybody can hit the link. This is kind of a free fall. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I just wanted to say that. Thank you guys for coming. It's real relaxed over here. So anybody can come up. Y'all can go ahead.
Young is backstage. Young is backstage. I just heard
Oh
private
man.
chat.
Where?
Private
Oh,
chat.
there
Oh
he is.
yeah. I got you.
How do I do? Oh, I see it. Hi,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Hey, it's all good though. Anyways, the washing is basically a vitamin powder that I drink though. It's called a Neuro Shake though. It's like my dad knows a guy though who works with a doctor though, and they made the product together though. They just putting vitamins with good stuff in it, and they mix it though. And from there, it's really good though. It's not just good physically; it's also had to help you mentally as well though. And the color of that powder is pink.
hey, do a solid favor. If you have not done, I don't know how it is in Britain, but please go see Sinners. Please.
Okay. I'm sure
I saw,
people
I
over there
saw
in the
it.
UK have watched Sinners. I haven't watched Sinners personally, but I'll check it out though. I'll literally when we get off the event, I'm staying up here because I want to. But I'm saying when we get off, I will check out Sinners though when I get the time to. I will check it out. Don't worry. I heard good things about it though. I'll check it.
We gonna
Wait,
lock you
I
watch
plan on going seeing it a second time. What you
you
say?
Okay.
already saw it the second time, bro.
No, I'm going to see it a second time.
Okay.
Yep.
There you
I
go.
watched it. I watched it twice already, right? And I was waiting on this one, man, because I wanted to see what
Chicken breasts.
Cougar was gonna do with it, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
see if he actually stayed. I was trying to see if he actually stayed kind of like to the key on what he had been. Already we could see what he did with Black Panther, and I think he stays true to a lot of the lore and a lot of the established doctrine from the actual material and the plot and the setting. So if you remember in the movie you've seen, I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't think this will spoil nothing. I'm just talking about locations. But we unlock you saw it, so you would know. So when they go and they buy the shack from the guy, right?
hmm
Remember that? Okay,
From the Klansman. Yeah, yeah.
right. And so when he gets the shack, if you remember where they said it where they was at, right? They started off in Clarksdale. That's in Mississippi. I'm from the Delta. That's in the Delta. That's Coahoma County. And then as you go, they call it Clarks Vegas. That's where actually Rick Ross, the rapper, is from. He's really from Clarksdale. And also Nate Dogg, fun fact. And then
May you
you
rest
go
in peace.
down to Shelby. Remember when they say we got to go to Shelby, right? They went to
Yep.
Shelby when they okay. Then when they went to Shelby, then they went and got old boy at the train station. Remember?
Yep.
Can I interrupt just a second? Just a second. So if anybody has not seen Sinners, we're giving some spoiler alerts here. I don't want to because I actually want to do a review on that movie. You can you
This
tell
is
without
not going to tell none of the story or plot. This is
okay,
not
okay.
going to tell none of the story or plot. This is locations, and I'm talking about how true he stayed to the material.
Okay.
So if you remember, he went and got the piano player, right?
Mm-hmm.
hmm
He got him at the train station, and it was in Shelby. And then he told him, he said, if you really want to go where them real dudes at, you got to go down upon the bayou. Okay. And that's Mound Bayou. That's another town. I'm from the Delta. These Delta towns. That's Mountain Bayou, home of all the legendary blues singers, where they say they sell your soul. Robert Johnson. I mean, it goes on and on, right? Lightning Hawk, Howlin' Wolf. Everybody sold their soul to the devil at the crossroads. So this is where the crossroads are. Morgan Freeman's actually got a restaurant in Clarksdale where it's the Crossroads restaurant, but that's not the actual crossroads. The crossroads where they sold their soul to the devil.
Hmm.
That's actually in Bolivar County, and where Shelby, Mound Bayou, and Shaw, and then Sunflower. He's talking about Sunflower as well on the backside of Sunflower. He actually mentions that. All those are Delta towns and straight up bluesman. He did his research. And when I saw that movie, I said, man, he really did his research. That is accurate. That is
But
accurate. Now, the
did you
vampire
notice?
thing,
Did you notice real quick it when they uncovered the leaf that rattlesnake was in there? You seen his eyes were glowing red, right?
yeah.
That was the signature of the devil.
I'm gonna stop it right
Yes.
there, just because I wanted to review this movie, and I don't want too much to be given. But I'm gonna let y'all talk about
Okay,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah, no
Well,
spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers.
it was already previewed.
Oh,
That part was already
That was in the
previewed.
trailer. That was in the
It was
trailer. That
already in the
was in the
trailer.
trailer.
okay. Also, I did ask DJ Witch. I asked for DJ Witch Doctor to come up here. He's up here. He just did a very long live, so he's probably tired. But I got
Oh,
some
I'm
questions.
chilling with it. I'm chopping it up with the fellas and shit. But what was the topic of the show?
We didn't
what
really,
y'all on?
honestly, it was really random, and these nice people decided to humor me and come up here and talk to me because I wasn't talking about nothing. But I wanted to talk to you about something, if that's okay, if you just got a minute.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, can you
So,
click that? Can you click that? Can you click that comment off?
what comment?
That's a
Oh,
pet
oh,
peeve of mine. That's a pet peeve of
oh,
mine.
okay. Hold on.
You
I
had
don't
it on.
even
You had it on for hours. Shout out to chat.
really. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yay!
Okay. But basically, first of all, you had a great show tonight. Let me
I
just say that.
appreciate it.
You did. And I've been watching. I've been watching for a while. But the reason I was adamant about trying to get him off of there is because I saw your show the other night when you had LA Project on Mother's Day. And, a lot of the women, we did see it. A lot of women in the space saw it. And, business is business. But
Mahogany, you rock. Let me say, shout out to y'all. You got your boy backstage again. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'm Cowboy Smash. Y'all fucking rock. Like, share, subscribe. You got your boy backstage. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Big ups and cheers. Nice to meet you, Mahogany, Roots, all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody. Take over your show.
all right. Bye.
All right, y'all are good people. Cheers. Later. The Bosch fans out. Peace.
Bye.
Nigga, lit.
Thank you for coming. But basically, yeah, we were just kind of discussing that. That's all. But
All right, I wanna.
I love what you're doing over there. You're doing a great job. I just wanted to make sure I said that. And then I don't know
What
how
I
long you've been on YouTube. Huh?
I've been doing YouTube for like this probably like my going into my second year monetized, right? But what I would say about that whole Lauren stuff, right?
Yes.
My rule is this on the show. If you want to go in the box and engage with people, it's fair game. But if you choose to not engage and somebody is just like when Dr. Umar daughter, she didn't want JP to go at her. So she was like, look, doctor, I'm not feeling this shit. So I dropped him because she's my guest. Or let's
Right.
say you and young Riaz is going at it and you like, look, I don't want no smoke, and he's still going at it, then that's like bullying, and we don't let that shit happen. But if you want to smoke with somebody, you gotta choose to not engage, especially if you've seen how they engage before. You gotta choose to not engage because the fellas they're gonna engage with each other like that. As a matter of fact, this is the reason why on Wednesday I want to do a show, or I might start doing it. I don't want to just make no promises, but it's gonna be mostly like women based, right? And y'all gonna be on the panel, and y'all could say if y'all want somebody up or down, and y'all could get y'all shit off. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
like, if you're trying to square up with the dudes on the panel, you're gonna it's gonna go like that. You know what I mean?
But which doctor? Hold on. Let me get my chair. I'm crippled. Let me get my chair for a second.
Alright.
Oh,
And get the
no,
lights up, man.
it's which
It's
doctor?
all good.
And no, I'm not really crippled. I'm just old. But the thing of it is, I can't even see because I'm like sitting behind the thing. The thing of it is I saw LA Project. I've seen her in other shows. I've never seen her be disrespectful. And even tonight, Chocolate Earth was not disrespectful to him. So it wasn't as if she was squaring off with him. He just
But you
wanted.
gotta but you gotta realize he was going like that with Free too. And anybody, that's what he did. That's angry man. He's the
Yeah,
angry man. He goes off with people. On people, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it just look crazier when it's a woman, you know what I mean?
it do look crazy. It does look crazy
Yeah.
on Mother's Day. Which
That's
doctor?
why y'all should not engage. You know what I'm saying?
I did not come on anybody. I watched a lot of people. I went around watching this. I saw you. I watch everybody. So I watched literally everybody. I don't want to say the names, but I watched everybody that day. When I wasn't doing my own thing because I was out with my own mother. And I had to like and all that stuff. But it was just I don't like seeing that. And I've been around a long time, and I know how he is, and I just didn't like it because I don't know her personally, but just her demeanor and the way she carries herself, she's very respectful. She's a nice lady, and I didn't feel like
and
she
I
deserved that.
and I actually chopped it up with her since then. You know what I'm saying? I make sure it was straight, and I even let her know like you got a choice to not engage with the person. You know what I'm saying?
But she
Because
didn't do anything.
she wanted to go in the box. Once you're in the boxes, you know what I mean?
Oh, the
It's fair
boss.
game. It's fair game when you're in that box, man.
Okay. Now I want to say this to you too, because please, everything you've done lives, and I listen, and just know that you're not the only one. It's almost like an initiation thing on YouTube where we all have had makeups and breakups and stuff like that. I'm talking about on YouTube, and it happens.
Mm.
If you're on YouTube long enough, it's going to happen, and it's all about how you handle it and how you carry yourself. And I think you're doing good, to just focus on what you're doing. And that's my advice to anybody on YouTube that's doing content, because there's a lot of distractions. Even for myself, like I get easily distracted with life. But basically, back to that though, with her. I don't want you to feel like I'm coming down on you at all. I'm not coming down on you at all.
Yeah, I feel like you're coming down on me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would never. I like. There's several of y'all that I like. I don't want to say all the names, but I like you. Have a very laid back personality, and I already like you because of your accent. My best friend is from the islands. Both of my best friends are from the islands. One's from Trinidad, one's from Jamaica.
Oh shit.
So yeah, so I already like you just because. But and no, you seem like good people. But the thing of it is, though, as far as that, I wish more men, honestly, would be like Frida Green. Frida Green knows me. He's been subscribed to me forever, and
Mm.
and actually, when they see stuff like that, I wish they would say something. Now, I wasn't expecting you to do anything. It's hard to run a panel. People don't realize that you're trying to watch the chat, you're trying to read super chats, you're trying to do all this stuff, and it's hard to do that and regulate people. And however,
I'm just saying, if somebody was telling angry man who hurt you, you got small glizzy energy and shit like that, I wouldn't have stopped them. I would have let it rock
yeah,
because you're in the box and it's fair game. But if you don't want to smoke with nobody, you don't want to smoke with nobody. And if they still aggressing you, that's they being a bully, and we're gonna cut that shit off. You know what I mean?
yes. Well, I plan on paying you a visit, but I don't want to pay you a visit and I be the troublemaker. I don't know if you probably don't know much about me. I kind of stay in my little hovel. I visit a few of my people and then I stay in my little hovel, but I am known to have a temper and I don't take no mess off of these men. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's not because I don't like men. It's actually because I do like men a lot. But at the same time, I demand my respect as a woman. Personally, it would have been so ugly if I was over there. So I thank God I wasn't over there. Oh yeah. But
So could you want? So you're gonna how could we what's the best way to contact you? Like you got an email?
Actually, I do, but actually,
Mm.
to tell you the truth, it used to be Instagram, but I recently got locked out of Instagram because I changed my passwords so many times. So if you give me your email, I can email you. You want to leave it in the back, or you want me just to come and give it to you later, or
Oh yeah, probably later. I'll figure out a way to cause I don't know where to reach out outside of like YouTube.
most for me it's mostly Instagram, but I do check. I do. Lots of people email me. I check my emails. I'm not the best with it, but I try to check it a couple times a week because I don't get too many emails. But I'll
I'm
look
about
for
to
you. If you tell me, I'll look for it.
I'm about to leave mine in the back.
Okay, cool. I will grab something. But you gentlemen can talk. And no, I'm not coming down on you. This is the thing that I don't think some of the
Yeah, I
men
feel
understand.
attacked. I feel attacked. I gotta.
I want to explain to you. Let me explain to you. For instance, I'll use obsidian. I have been dragged up and down ways because I had the nerve to say, I don't agree with the things that Obsidian says, but I actually like him as a person. I've worked with him a few times, I did an interview with O'Shea. And it was wonderful. I used to be, people don't know this, I used to be one of, before he blew up to who he was, but I used to be in his chat room, me, Sister George Concrete, as moderators. Well, I wasn't a moderator at first. He ended up giving me that so they wouldn't kick me out, so the men wouldn't get rid of me. But basically, long story short, I got some history here. But when you have women, my point is when you have women that actually walk with you and try to and really want to support and see your channel grow and stuff, I feel like they're not the ones to turn on. Now, when Pearly Things came out, and he turned his back. I was mad as hell at Obsidian, and I let him know that. Like privately, I was like, "How dare you prop this woman up? It has nothing to do with her color, but look at the women who've been here supporting you and backing you, and you throw them under the bus for this broad that's not even from our sector." So a lot of the women, we had a lot to say to him. But that's all. I enjoy you. Let me get your email, okay?
All right.
All right.
My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've listened and I'll do better. You know what I mean?
No, oh my
No, be you. Be
goodness,
you.
no, you're doing
You're
great.
fine.
You're
No, but
great.
I still gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with doing better.
It happened so fast. It happened so fast. And that's the thing. You got to be ready to put your finger on that trigger. I've had people come up here and call me the N word. And I was, you got to be ready. So when things get out of control between people, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. If it were me, I'd have been like, hold up, wait a minute, it's Mother's Day, and she didn't curse you, don't curse her. But that's me. You do it the way you do it, and you're doing fine.
No, I was
Yeah,
being sarcastic though. I was just being
Oh, you
sarcastic.
were? I'm so.
Yeah.
You ain't right.
yeah. Now I've had that happen though. Like people get on the panel and we got a conversation going on subject or whatnot, and then one person want to antagonize unnecessarily, right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, this ain't the time for that. You know what I'm saying? So if we can't just calm it down, I don't like a yelling panel where people just get up there, they yelling and all that. There. Nah, man, we ain't finna do that over here. I don't care. I don't care who right or wrong. Don't matter. Like you said, once you get in that box, you in the box, right? But all that yelling,
Mm.
that ain't making good for my channel, man. I ain't got time for all that, man. Y'all can handle that on your own, man. All that extra yelling, that ain't doing nothing. You feel me?
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? Not for the
Mhm.
faint.
That's true.
Just don't look good, man. Come on, man. You grown people. I see kids, man. You grown people doing that there, man. Come on now.
Now,
That's not a good look, man.
I will say this because I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna. Sometimes it gets heated. Like y'all know, this is the Coliseum, and I've cussed out a few people, and I don't normally act that way, but it will bring it out of you when you got somebody yelling and calling out your name, honey, and disrespecting you. It will bring it out of you. So I don't think people mean to
Yeah,
be
come on
disrespectful. It
down.
just it can get that way.
Yeah, it just
Eh,
grows. It don't. Sometimes it don't go from 0 to 100. It go from 0 to 10 to 20. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it wa- yeah, it went from
Yeah,
zero
I'm
to
about
a
to.
hundred when It
Yeah, I'm
went
about to
from
get
zero
out of
to
here
a
before
hundred.
we unlock.
All
Okay.
right, man.
All right,
Okay.
later,
Bye.
Mahogany. Appreciate you
Later.
for having me. Show so to everybody on the panel. Appreciate y'all. I'm out here.
All right.
All
Good
right,
All
night.
right.
Good morning. Bye.
Okay. No, I give you a number. I think one time, I think it was on Freezy or something like that. One time on Freezy, though, I think I literally went off, though. Literally snapped, though. Because there's one person, though, that literally got me out of character.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah,
What
so
happened?
basically between me and Ruthless Truth though. Sometimes though what Ruthless says, oh my god man, literally though sometimes it gets on my nerves though. I try and be nice, try to be diplomatic, drop off, but then sometimes oh my god, at some point like okay look, I can be cool though, but at some point though, literally at some point like what he says though literally gets on my nerves to the point that I literally snapped on him.
Well, you know
Sharon,
what? Do what you got to do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sharon gets on my nerves. So, and he got one foot. He got one foot in and one foot out. One foot in and one foot out, and he don't even know what to say or what to do, especially when it comes to white folks on his channel. He's talking all that bullshit, and it's like, oh, I have to be logical, and I have to be intellectual, and I have to listen to what they say and why do they say it and all this other shit. And the moment you get called out for it, it's like, okay, whatever. But me, you know how I get down. I had a couple of people who were out of line, and we were trying to, have a conversation about Nick Fuentes. And one thing led to another, and I think it was Tyranny. Tyranny was up there, and she was being called a black bee multiple times, and so I ended up kicking him off the panel. What I should have done was put him in the gauntlet and cussed his ass out. But people were screaming at me, "Get him off the panel!" I was like, "Okay, so I'll get him off the panel." But at this moment of time, how my content is and how it's growing, I'm gonna have to start cussing people out, but in a smart way. You know what I mean? In the smartest of ways.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to talk. You don't have to like yell all types of app taps and aponyms, synonyms, and all this other type of shit. Just tell them it's like, well, especially like this. Answer me this question. How is it that you get mad and say that you are tired of something that you put on a particular group? In other words, if you yell out the N word countless numerous of times at a black person, right? But then you get sick and tired of not wanting to express your feelings about when you hear that word, you want to have feel some type of expression because you're entitled because of the First Amendment. I said, well, if you're tired of not being able to express how you feel, imagine us as black
You
folks
know
in
what I tell them?
America,
You know what I tell them when they say
how
that?
we're tired of you saying it.
You know what I tell them when they say that? I
Hmm.
say, you want to say that word, just go ahead and say it, man. Because you want to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to say that word. You want to feel like you said, oh, First Amendment, they try to hide behind that. But you really want to say the word, man. But see, you can't say it out in the street, okay? Because now
Hmm.
you say this to me in the street, I'm gonna wind up choking you. So, what I'm saying? You get on
and,
the
and, and,
internet,
and and
you get
that's what
all
they get mad at. And that's what they had
yeah.
the nerve to get mad at. It's like all you're gonna do is just try to hurt people, and that's the thing. That's the thing that's so mind-boggling. That's just bias. We should be able to say whatever we want to say without repercussions. It don't work that way.
Bull. That's bull. Because if you go to a Mexican neighborhood or to an Italian neighborhood and you start calling them wetbacks and spicks, they're gonna whoop your ass.
In
Serious.
China, it's worse. You calling an Asian man a slanted eye? You think you have that right to call the person a slant eye or a dog killer over there in their country, and you
Go
not
ahead.
get go right ahead
Go ahead.
Well,
since you feel like you have that right.
well,
Make sure you got
wait.
your life insurance policy together. Yeah, them people who are calling them names, man. See, that's what I'm saying. They want to get so comfortable, fam. They get up in there and want to say the word. Like, why is you even over here with the bull? And I don't respect nobody that even go on that. I don't even like to even like you say, shoot them down. Yeah, cuss them out in the best way. But yeah, block them, shoot them up out of there, get them up out of there because they ain't talking about nothing. I'm on money, getting man, have health. You know what I'm saying, and living a good life, man. It's too many people out here. People dying every damn day. You know what I'm saying, my cousin just passed away on Mother's
My
Day. His
condolences.
mama had to. Man, appreciate it,
I'm
man.
sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, his mama had to bury him on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. Like, people sit there back and forth. I'm just happy for the small things. You know what I'm saying? As I was coming back to Texas, I said, I'm coming back to the free state of Texas. Shit. When I hit that state line, I had a breath of relief. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, and I was like, well, I looked at my crypto. I said, you know what? My crypto is up. Mahogany, you got any crypto?
No, I don't.
It's tricky.
Should get
That
some.
that that that, that crypto is kind of tricky if you don't understand how it works and how to use it. But
Mm,
yeah, I got a
Well,
little bit
I
of
look at
crypto.
it like stock.
wait, but there
I
is a
look at it
cheat
like stocks, bro.
crypto as well.
What'd you say, Young?
I said there's a cheat guide to crypto. There's a guy who does a cheat guide. There is a guy who does a cheat guide to crypto.
Hmm. Well, like I said, it's tricky. You see, the if what Taj Tariq Bey, shout out to that brother, when he said is it's pretty much like this. If you want to invest in crypto, fine, but know what you're investing in. I would rather have a gold coin in my hand if I can't spend it. If I can't grip it in my hand, then it's useless to me. But there's a wallet for a reason. And in these particular wallets, all you have to do is just plug it into your computer, and you see how much and see how much crypto you have. Crypto is just another thing for currency. That's all
Mm,
that
Well,
is.
my take on it is this. And I first got into crypto mining, right? And you can use crypto as in oh shit, I see some seasoning going on. What you got? Some seasoning? What is that's chicken breast? What you got over there?
Oh, whoa, let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm just putting on the classic, the classic. Oh God, it's strong. Peppers, seasoning salt, garlic powder. Um, or you can use garlic salt. And what else do I put? Sometimes I put lemon pepper, but we're gonna grill this. But go ahead and talk.
I
Okay,
wish I
okay.
had a
No,
woman that cooked for me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was playing.
you got meal prep,
Y'all are
man.
funny. Go ahead.
You can take that to look. You can take that to lunch with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like she was saying earlier, like fuck that fast food, man. You get that meal prep. You don't need no fast food, and it's better for you.
mm.
I can't talk. I'm a victim. I am a victim of my own demise, so I can't talk. But go ahead, making me feel guilty already.
I
Yeah,
mean,
now
for
I was
me,
saying about the crypto. I was just saying that, man, specifically to say I got into it with mining, so I didn't buy in. It's just like the stock market, and it's a real big misnomer. A lot of the financial interests do not want you to decouple with their bank that's giving you pennies on the dollar. I mean, just look at a CD at your average bank, provided that you're not at a credit union or something like that. You may get 5% on a CD, and that's a good
Mm,
price, right? And you got to lock your
yes, it
money up
is.
for a year, right? And you look at 6% increase on the market index every year. So, you're getting 5%, you're still losing a percent. Even you get that 5%, but your buying power is weaker than the increase you're getting on the CD, and you can't touch the money. Well, you've got crypto mechanisms in DeFi now where you can basically I've seen things that are as much as 30%. And you don't want to get a shit coin, right? Because that's where the trickiness come in, what you were saying. And you have to buy into the traditional stock market is a buy-in, right? You can't mine shares of Amazon. You have to buy it with cash money. Well,
Yes.
mining allows you to become the validator of these transactions so that you can actually validate that transaction. You get paid a piece of it per mine. So you take that money and then you reinvest into the crypto. You might get paid in Bitcoin. Let's say you want to go and put some in Ethereum, which runs the network. You want to put in something to Bitcoin Cash, which basically has something to do with Cash App. These different things that we know is going to have money. It's not a shit coin. Unlike, let's say, a tricky thing where dummies will get talked into putting money into dumb coins, meme coins, shit coins. The like the hot tool girl, right? She just got in trouble for a pump and dump on that coin that they had. It's completely shit coin, and that's a perfect example of what you're saying. The trickiness. How do you know which one to invest in? Well, basic thing is like you have to have your own wallet. Okay, so these
Mm-hmm.
exchanges like Coinbase or even Binance, a lot of these different exchanges, even Robinhood, they got in trouble for this as well because they weren't actually buying the coins. They were giving you a representation of the money, but you couldn't cash it out to your wallet. Having a hardware wallet is important because now the exchange cannot freeze your money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Having a online wallet is good that's separated from the exchanges where you own your own wallet. It's very good to have coins that do work on the network. Ethereum runs the network. It's going to be there. Bitcoin's now back at 102,000. It's scheduled to possibly go up to 250,000. It can do it. They said it never would get to 100,000. As far as the gold, yeah, it's good to have tangible assets for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been through a natural disaster, you start to see what really matters because internet money, people can't get to the ATM. There's no money there. It starts to
But
be
the
very
gold, but
important.
the gold and the silver, that counts.
So I was just
Yeah,
about to say,
gold, silver, cash. A lot of people don't want to have cash. Cash is important, right? Cash, gold, silver. What I mean? It's important that you have these things, and this digital currency is just used as like I'm gonna give you a perfect example. 15% I'm getting on Atom. 15%, Atom currently is at $5.11 or so. It's actually worth more than the American dollar per share. So let's just say you put in that CD at the bank and it was giving you a 1 to 3%. Average savings account gives you 3% if you're lucky. You lock that money up. How do you know they're giving you the proper interest? Well, they give you out maybe every month a dividend. Maybe they'll give you one every quarter. That dividend is based on what you have invested in there. A lot of times they don't give you that actual 3%. They're actually screwing you. And
wait, but
they're
why?
making way more money by loaning your money to suckers for a strenuous variable interest rates. You feel me? Why not
Okay,
take
why?
their money and do it yourself?
No, that's why I'm not allowed to take an interest though. Me as I'm Muslim, as a Muslim, they're not allowed to take out interest though because interest ruins your life though. So Islamic banking is more like a partnership type of thing.
When you own your own wallet, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When you own your own wallet, just I'll give you a chain that I'm using currently, Cosmos Atom. You can actually participate in governance. So let's just say the coin said, well, we want to buy 3 Bitcoins this week because we want to bolster our coin to make our coin more liquid to the Bitcoin network and use those Bitcoins to be able to provide more transactions on our network, possibly giving our coin more value. You can actually vote. So you can say no. You might say, oh, I don't want to do that. You could vote with an abstain. You could vote yes. You vote no with abstain or vote what is it present. So you actually have a vote on your money. And that's actually better than what we have the American government because our tax system and our expenditures, we don't really get the chance to vote for it. Our representatives that we send to Congress are supposed to represent our interests. But how many times do they do these programs where they just give money away and we run in deficit and it never gets to the people? No one really voted on that, that project to build some, crazy bridge to nowhere, but yet and still these billions of dollars are cut out to do it. Bridge never gets built. We could vote and say, hey, well, we don't want to do that. And crypto gives you that, where you're actually able to do that. And then having your own wallet allows you to be able to vote for these projects. So if you don't want it, you can say no. If you do, say yes. I mean, it's the democratic way.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at my Robinhood account, and that bitch zapped me $50 off. So I'm down like $25, but it's the
You in traditional stocks or crypto?
stocks, traditional stocks. I'm always going to traditional stocks. My other the Coinbase is where I have my crypto.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I do a little bit of both, but due to the economy crashing and constantly crashing and everything, and all promises made by the orange man, I'm just waiting for stocks to go up next quarter. If that's the case, and if that's the case, then I should be fine. But other than that, I've been suffering for it for 4 or 5 months due to all this, due to all the madness that's going on. Uh,
I diversify the Coinbase account. If you have some assets there that you can actually connect to the Kepler wallet, I'll go ahead and create a Kepler wallet and get some of your stuff off the exchange so that you can delegate more of your funds and you can actually receive benefits, real time interest. You could look into Kepler. They're giving percentage on, I don't know which coins that you have, but you can actually get
I heard of that.
anywhere from 15 to 33%.
I've heard of that.
What was that?
Mm,
But if you're going to invest in anything, invest in AI. AI, um, silver. Don't invest in orange juice. Just invest in the and waste management. But you're going to be spending some money on waste management. But if you want to get in early, if you want to get better return for your investment, AI would be the one.
Yeah, AMD and Nvidia, definitely something that I wish I would have got in on the Nvidia pump before they brought that out. Definitely.
Nvidia, Nvidia.
Oh yeah, are you frying that? You frying those?
She know what she doing.
Mahogany? You muted?
Mahogany.
You muted.
Mm, she know what she doing at five
Mahogany,
o'clock in the. She know what she doing at 5 o'clock in the morning. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I decided. So what I do it differently. It works. Chicken breast is. Let me talk to y'all. So y'all know chicken breast is very thick. Honestly, my favorite way to make chicken breast is on the bone. I like meat on the bone; it's more flavor. But since we don't have that, we got the chicken breast. But because it's so thick, I just fry it just a little bit. It's still a little pink inside, and then I steam the rest
Put it
of
in the
it.
oven.
You can do it, or you can do it that way with the lid, and it'll cook through. It makes it so juicy and tender. And then I have a little grill pad, and then I put it on there to get the grill marks. And then I just chop it up and put it on the salad. But y'all go ahead and talk.
Okay, okay. I like your
okay.
process. I like that.
Uh, anyway, I got a I got a crazy mindset, especially if 2:13 in the morning. I gotta get some sleep. Ain't nothing not this late but the devil. The devil's helping.
You know what
Man, look.
my I think my aunt used to say the only thing open this time of day is legs in the gas station.
Yeah,
Legs in a
and then
gas station.
we say club and some legs. That's what we say, club and some legs.
Gas station?
But the only thing open this time of night is legs in the convenience store.
Well, don't come to Vegas then. Do
You
not come to Vegas.
you ain't never heard that before?
No, I have not. No, but, hey, Sin City.
Vegas don't
Mm-hmm.
never close. It's open
Everything is
all.
open.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Why do you think a bag of chips cost? Why do you think a bag of chips costs $7? If you go on the strip, a pop may cost you $10, depending on where you go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
airport prices.
yeah,
Yeah, a
it's
bottle
also
of
true.
water at the airport costs you damn $8, $9. I'm like, what kind of water is this?
If you thirsty, if you thirsty, you'll get that water because the reason why they do that,
Oh my.
and this is just my ooh,
Go ahead, keep on talking, Wilma. Keep on talking, honey.
I am, but I'm also concentrating on the chicken. I'm sorry.
It smells really good. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Okay, where was I at? All right. Okay. Focus. We must focus, brothers and sisters. We must focus, brothers and sisters. But anyway, how does he do that shit? It don't even work. But anyway, um, mainly, where the hell was I at?
I think you were mentioning about Sin
Man, we
City,
was
like
talking
you
about the
doing something
$8
Oh
water.
about.
yeah, Sin City. The only reason why it costs that much is because the water supply is very very low, or the rivers and the lakes are very very low, full of water. And thank God we usually, if it starts raining, it'll rain for a couple of days, and the water springs back up, and then they have to reserve that water. So this is the reason why shit is so expensive, and plus it's the economy, so they can do whatever they want with that. They can do whatever they want. They charge up
Yeah,
they
you
charge
know,
up
they just
hotel
run it.
prices. Mhm. What is it you have to pay? You have to pay a resorts fee, whatever that resorts fee. A hotel can cost you anywhere from 42 to like $300-400, right? Depending upon what room. If you're going to a three-star hotel, that's what you're going to be paying. If you go to a 4 and 5 star, you're gonna pay out your wallet, but you're gonna end up paying a resort fee on top of that. So the only way to not pay a resort fee is you're going outside of the strip, and you're not guaranteed too much once you go outside of the strip, because even then they are getting into the resort fee in that too, because guess what, it brings in money, brings in revenue. You bringing in revenue, I mean, especially when the pandemic, when the pandemic happened, they lost money. They
It
lost money
did,
on
bro.
top of
It
money.
did. It did. They
Yeah.
lost a lot of bread, and their stocks for some of those casinos that were closed had bottomed out. And when they opened back up, man, that was the time to buy that dip right there. Because when they opened back up, that shit came back up. Man, that was a good play right there. I made a couple dollars off of that. Yeah,
It used to be those black, some of those blackjack and casino tables. You used to pay like the minimum of $5 to play. It's you don't pay that anymore. It's anywhere from like $15 to $25 starting. Right? That's because they're trying to get their shit back up, and they're losing.
you gotta pay the
People
money.
think that they they're gaining a lot of money. No, they lost a lot of money. They lost a lot of money, and due to the tourism being short this year, hopefully it'll get back up this year. They're losing a lot of money because of the tourism. Um, Canada,
A lot of people aren't flying on airplanes now, man. A lot of people are starting to really like adjust themselves for this air travel because, man, it does seem that I don't know if the FAA is not paying their people right and they're not getting the right mechanics. But man, it's been a lot of air accidents lately that I'm not so comfortable with.
it, it I rather, well, let me not lie, 'cause I love to drive, but if I have to get somewhere quick, fast, in a hurry, then that's the safest way to
But
travel.
Mahali, so now you put the top on there to like steam it like right before you finna take it off or what?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I hear
Oh,
you now.
sorry. I thought I had it on mute. Yeah. So I cook it, just fry it up. It makes it so juicy when you put the top on there because it kind of finished cooking the inside. I turn it low so you can hear it frying, but it's low now. So now it's just gonna steam the rest of the way, and it's gonna be super juicy. I'm telling you.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I'll
knocking
post
it
a
in.
picture. I'll post a picture on. Sorry, I'm all up in the camera. I'll post a picture of my tab. Oh, I forgot I was on solo.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's
Let me
good. I
find
mean,
it too.
warming up in the morning, cooking at what time is it here? It's fucking 5 o'clock,
It,
4:20. 4:20.
it's
oh,
it's
because I
two
can see if
it's
I
two
can
twenty
see it.
over here. I was finna go for a walk until I saw. Oh shoot,
Well, I don't want to stop you from going on your walk because that's good for you. I need to. After I do this, I'm gonna try and make it to the
oh
gym.
no. I got to see what's up with you because you usually go on your rants
No,
way early.
you can't tell that I'm in a good mood. No rap tonight, honey. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, no rap tonight.
Yeah, now. It's all good. It's all
Man,
good.
look,
It's
you
like
ain't seen the
what?
sinners yet. You say you gonna do a review. You gotta, hey, I don't even want to get a movie on, but we on lock. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it earlier. I don't think we gave up any of the plot, really. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! She would definitely have to see it.
Okay, y'all can talk about it, but just warn the people if you guys haven't seen Satan the Sinners, they're about to talk about it. But try to leave something because
Now,
I want.
I don't want to spoil it for you though, Mahogany. I don't want to spoil it for you.
I've seen it
It's such
twice.
a great
I've,
movie. It's such a great
I've
movie.
seen it 2 times. I've seen
Oh,
it
you already
already.
saw it.
I
But I
thought you
want.
said you
Oh,
didn't
okay,
see it.
cool.
No, I said I want to do a review on it, and I wanted to kind of do a one without spoilers. I didn't want the people to know yet, but
Just
because
just
that was
like just like do like an actual review of it, and then like 30 minutes
I
into
want
it.
to warn. I just want to warn people because there might be people here that want to go see it and they haven't seen it yet. It hasn't been out that long, but go ahead and talk about it.
True, true, but I'm telling people, and I even did like a little meme telling people go see the movie. But of course you got your haters. You got your haters. And I'm surprised that some of the haters out there were my people, and I'm like, what?
I want to. So we can talk about our feelings about the movie. I personally, I went to see it twice because the first time we were late. I missed the first few minutes of it. So I felt
You
like
look
I'm
forward
not
to
gonna
it
lie. The
too.
first time I saw it, I felt like a lot of things I kind of missed. And then the second time, I would recommend that if you can, maybe watch it more than once. But the second time, I enjoyed it more because I missed the beginning, and then also, I think it was good, Michael. But let me just tell you my opinion, then I'll go around. Michael B. Jordan acting, and I'm not necessarily a fan. I actually, as far as the Black Panther, I won't say I'm not a fan. I like him as an actor, but it's not like a lot of women like him because they think he's cute or whatever. That's not me. Actually, as far as Black Panther, I was team what was his name? T'Challa. I love T'Challa.
Chala.
Yeah, I love that chocolate man. But And this film,
Chadwick Boseman.
we got to give him his props. The point is, he did a great job acting. I mean, he was playing himself, well, his twin. And I was amazed by that. And I
Smokestack.
love the talent, the dancing in the barn, and or that little thing that y'all were talking about. I love that part. I was impressed. But go ahead, go ahead.
Well, speaking of the shack that they were in,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna talk the spiritual sense because not a lot of people are going to get that sentiment. I'm just gonna put it like this way, on a basic level, for the 24 hours, the, those hours that they were there, it felt like freedom for most people. It felt like freedom for the most part, even though they were going to be, they didn't know they were going to be slaughtered by the Klan the next day. It felt like freedom for the first time. Because remember, Big Boy Cornbread was out there in the cotton fields. You remember that, Sky? They were over there, and they was over there on the cotton fields, and they had an opportunity right then and there to taste freedom, right? Even though, like I said, it was only for that night. I don't want to go into deeper details. Smoke and stack. They're
Yeah,
freedom
yeah,
fighters.
yeah,
They've been in the military. They've been in the military. They know the ins and outs. But the rest of them, they, I mean, we, they were gonna get killed. They were going to get killed, and then probably the survivors would be smoking stack because they're survivors and they know what to do in military training. Hell, they work for a mobster. What was it, Capone? They worked for Capone. They stole a couple of dollars from him, and they ended up retrieving back to Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But I had to see it again because the most important thing. The most important thing is the name of the piano player. I'll call him Archie. I'll call him Archie because he performed great in Malcolm X. Performed great. Um,
yeah. And I was like, Mahogany was just saying that she had came in late on the beginning, and then when she went and saw it twice. So Mahogany, I understand why you would have to see it twice, because if you watch the movie, the beginning is telling the end. So
the
if
ending
you
tells
do
you the
not
beginning.
see the
Yes.
beginning part when he comes into that church, you will not understand the church scene at the end when he comes back into the church when he talks to his daddy. See what I'm saying? And then they show the old version of him with Michael B. Jordan. You know the damn thing, so I ain't gonna say no more, right? But yeah,
Hmm.
so like at the end, right? And there was actually a movie that kind of covered some of these aspects years
Dust till
ago,
dawn.
believe it
Mhm.
or not. It was Ralph Macchio, not necessarily in the term of the supernatural part of the vampires themselves, but there was a movie that was Ralph Macchio was in it, and the Karate Kid, right?
Hmm.
And he was in there with a brother. I cannot think his name. I know he dead now, but he's an old school brother. The name of the movie is Crossroads. I'll pull it up on IMDb, but the name of the movie was
Crosses.
Crossroads. Crossroads. Okay, it was about
Crossroads.
about
Oh, it was
the
about a
same,
guitar player. Yes.
right,
It was a.
right. It was
Yeah.
like
Okay.
the
Yeah.
bluesman. It was about the Delta bluesman. You know what I'm saying? And it was same place where Robert Johnson, that was who was really the movie was about. Robert Johnson allegedly sold his soul to the devil
Yeah. Hmm.
um at the crossroads. And the movie was, I'm sure that I know Kugler watched this movie because he went down to the highway 61, then my entertainment company, 61 Entertainment, the Blues Highway is called, and that's where the crossroads is at. So you know what I'm saying? It really hit home to see him kind of go back, and he I could tell he did the work on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
that other movie was also explaining how that nomenclature of selling your soul to the devil at the crossroads, right, to become the biggest, the baddest blues player of all, it's not a new concept. You know, Robert Johnson have done. They have a whole museum on him in the Delta at the original crossroads, the same plantation that Lightning Hawk and Howlin' Wolf was at back in the days, right? For Cadillac Records when they were still in Mississippi, where they actually had to walk up the um they'll walk up the train tracks to go to Chicago to get out of Mississippi at that time. So it was like I could tell he actually did the research on it, and for that part on it was good. The Dust to Dawn part, like what you were saying, as far as like with the supernatural part, I think that was
Mm,
great because I think it adds where they could actually do. I don't know if a sequel could be in order, but I mean, depending on how much money. Hey, look at what he did. He demanded them to give him full royalties off the muscle. Man, that's for a black man doing that in Hollywood, bro. That's unheard of. The white boys don't even get that treatment, man.
I don't think Spike Lee would ever get that part, even though he has so many decades on Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler did the exact right thing. The exact right thing right
But
there.
Spike
Getting
paved
his
the way, right? Without
Yes,
Spike,
he did.
right? You know, without Spike, he wouldn't be able to do, I'd say, probably what he did, but he did it, man. Who else, brother? You demanding your royalties before the ticket sales even come in on the end of the run? That's unheard of
That's
in
what you,
Hollywood.
that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Is it and no, I mean no disrespect to Tyler Perry, no disrespect to Spike Lee, hell, no disrespect to John Singleton. May he rest in power. But it's high time that people get the concept of royalty and how it works. If you put a product out there and you put in 90%, hell, 100% of the work into it, and you're only getting 20% of your royalties, and this is why I love Prince so much because he expressed it best. He said, "How is it that I do all the work with my blood, my sweat, and my tears? I put all my pride, my soul in it, and you're telling me you're going to give me a percentage of my work? That's not how that works." That's not how I get down. So I definitely understand where they're coming from. But everybody should understand that concept. And
But
this is
Prince
where
learned his lesson.
certain
Prince
people.
learned his lesson. He had to fight them, right? He had to fight them with the artist formerly known as Prince. He put his name as a symbol and had to
Mhm,
release music under that to try to fight back. I think was it Columbia? I forgot who he was
mhm.
with. But he fought them to the end. I mean, they were still messing with his money even at the end, which his death was under questionable circumstances, similar to Michael Jackson's death. But you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was just like, man, he was fighting for his royalties. Notice people start fighting for their royalties. They wind up getting in car accidents and just get overdoses. AKA, what's the name?
Only the people who are actually are known stars. They only they it's a too much cocaine or uh you got car accidents or methane or the doctor shot too much medicine in me or something
Yeah.
is
And my
the
mother
famous
told,
bathtub scene or the famous
oh yeah,
bathtub
bathtub. Oh man, that's shut man. Look here, uh, Christina and Whitney.
Whitney
I
Houston.
still say that shit was just straight
I know,
dirty play, man.
I
That
know, and she passed on too young. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. I'm not the biggest Kobe Bryant fan ever, but I sympathize with him and a 13-year-old daughter. Hell, I got a 13-year-old. I sympathize with
man,
that. But you want to start your own.
crazy.
But you want to start your own shoe company. That's a big deal in the NBA. That's a big deal. That's the big deal with especially with white folks. Period. You. I mean, let's keep it funky. They don't want you to be even competitive, especially in the marketing business. They don't want you to be competitive. That's why they move so many goalposts. Right? But you gotta wanna be in the position to win. I mean, no matter what the cost, no matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstances is, you gotta be in a position of power. And that's why I take my hat off to Ryan Coogler. Because they just saying that Ryan Coogler didn't know what he was doing and it was taking so long. And all the criticism starting to come in. It's like, where does the vampirism come in? I'm like, you don't know the basic, the Jim Crow, starting with the Jim Crow segregation. You don't know basic why they were in that position in the first place. You don't
Right.
even know African spirituality. You you
That's
don't
where
know
the
nothing.
blues came from. That's where the
Thank
blues
you.
came from. See what I'm saying? Blues and jazz originated, blues in Mississippi, in the Delta specifically, and jazz in New Orleans. That is the basis for a lot of contemporary music today. You know what I'm saying? It's the basis for a lot of it. I mean, even the rockers, even rock, for God's sakes, right? People talk shit about Little Richard, but Little Richard made all of them. You feel me? Mahogany, is you cooking bok choy over there? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes, it's
Is
bok
that
choy, and I'm almost done, you guys. But keep on talking. I'm gonna
That's
serve it
not.
up.
Wait, but isn't it like we are not? I was gonna say, like, most of the UK hip hop stuff. Yes, it's American influence, but pretty much the UK stuff, though, when it comes to hip hop, they have their roots originally from reggae and stuff like that. Because in the 70s and stuff, 70s, 80s, there used to be a lot of reggae in the UK. So when they did their type of style, when they did the hip hop originally, there's a guy called Smiley Culture, though. He did reggae. He's a reggae artist, but the way he did it though, he was rapping while he was doing it though. So he had a
man, the
pattern like
Yardies been up there in the UK. The Yardies, man, my people from Jamaica. So you know what I'm
okay,
saying? We got a lot of people
the
in the
yard
UK, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of Yardies is there and they've been there for years, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Rastafari.
Yeah, man.
the mandem as well. That's just the same thing, right? If I say the mandem, that's pretty much the same thing, right?
Rastas, man, you know, that's a religious part of the culture, you know what I'm saying? When I say Yardies,
Nah, sir, you making me homesick. You about to make me emotional up in here. Nah, we I don't want to do that.
bro, I was supposed to go to my family reunion. They've canceled it because everybody does not want to fly on the damn airplane to get to Jamaica. I'm
That's
pissed off, man. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get there. Fuck.
so. Uh, I'm a British citizen, yes, but I'm from Pakistani origin, though. But my ancestry is Persian, though. So I'm descended from the Persian Empire, though. But my people are
You
Indo-Persian.
got young. You got to send me. You have to send me. I would say possibly, maybe like not Amazon. Like you got to write down a list so I can possibly go on Amazon to read about part of your origin.
Okay,
So I can get a glimpse. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like
I can tell you a bit about it as well, though, someday, though. Basically, the Persians, the way it was, the Persian Empire stretched from Europe to North Africa and they took over parts of the Indian subcontinent. They tried to go directly, but they were defeated. So then instead of going directly, they did not have the manpower at that time. So what they did is they went directly around it and they conquered some regions like Punjab and stuff like that. So basically, in Punjab, the area, though, basically, the Persians ruled there, and the dynasty, though, that my family descended from is called the Canaan dynasty.
I
So
see it over there,
basically,
boy.
so
You
basically,
got it
it's called
lined up.
theology. Yeah, so basically, there's a tribe called the Kiani tribe, and they're descendants of the same people. They stay in the region of Punjab, so they may be in that land, and they've remained there. So what they did, the Persians bred with the original Indian people, and from there, you know, the original Indians bred with a lot of people. So that's why you got a very diverse land, though.
So what are
But
Samoans then?
the ancient Persians like Iranians, and when they like in the
Yeah,
Iranians as well.
yeah. I
So
mean,
what's
Yeah,
so what are Samoans then? So what are Samoans considered?
I think they're probably considered Polynesian, though. The Samoans, Tongans, though they're considered more of the Polynesian people, it's just that they got a different bloodline, though.
black Filipinos that got on a boat and got away from Philippines and went and got their own shit. They black people.
Why
They
am I
still
not
black.
reading? Not why am I not reading on this?
Okay.
There's too many books. Too many books. Too
Yeah,
many
so
books.
basically, I found out though what my tribe is though through my family. I talked to my mom and my grandfather about it and where we from and stuff like that. We Indo Persian. No, me and my grandfather we sat together. We watched a couple of videos in his language and he explained though we are Indo Persian though.
I'm
Cause
still
that's
I'm stuck on this book. Sorry, I'm still stuck on this book.
no, that's cool though. But because I'm well aware of the truth. I'm aware of the truth though that I'm not really the original people, but that just means that my people are like a new set of breed from them though. So basically, they stay on the land, they own it though, and they became the Pakistanis. Though it's just that they basically have a diverse ancestry.
Oh, you know what? And speaking of which, going from to and from the movie, did you see a diverse of music of music that when he unlocked Sammy, how when he unlocked everything, that he unlocked things from past, present, and future.
Yeah, it was.
It,
It was so much
and
symbology.
did you feel anything at that moment? I'm talking about it in a spiritual sense. Did you feel anything at that moment? I know I did.
Yeah,
It
man.
creeped. It kind of creeped the heck out of me when he first did it.
Well,
I was like,
see, I
what the
was
hell is this
getting
all
this
about?
from the jump. I was getting this from the jump, bro, because you gotta remember, I know the histories behind every single town that did with Sam on them, from Shelby, Sunflower, Clarksdale, Mound Bayou. They didn't say Mound Bayou, they said them boys in the Bayou days, the motherfuckers. And the reason why that is because that is the first a history moment here. That is the first black incorporated town, all black, from the mayor to the doctor to the cop to everything in Mississippi. Okay, and Medgar Evers had his NAACP base there as well,
Yes,
and also one of the first black doctors to treat all black patients. My mother was born in his hospital, and he had like this big mansion still in Mound Bayou today. It's called Mound Bayou. Look it up. Mound Bayou is the first incorporated all black town. And then we said when them dudes at the bayou, them boys at the bayou, them the real when he said that, he was talking about that town over there with the bayou. That's what they're talking about Mound Bayou. So I mean, I know all about the history. It was spiritual to me because I was like, man, he really did the work, man. And the music just added to it, man. It was, man, I'm telling you, I heard a lot of black people too was like, oh man, this movie ain't gonna be this and that. I'm like, man, come on, give the man a chance, man. He doing an original IP away from Marvel, right? Away from Marvel. He casted a great cast of characters, and he did a great job in the execution. Almost like a Quentin Tarantino. I felt some Quentin Tarantino vibes off of him, and that's giving him a comment because I love Quentin and the way he did the beginning at the end and then brought it all together in the middle and then gave that past and that present and that future, man. I felt all that, bro. I seen that shit. And I was like, damn, dog, he give him a chance. Give him a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that movie came out better than I thought it was. And I never expected the vampire thing like they had it. But man, I thought it was gonna take away from the movie. No, it added to it because it was like spiritual. It was like spiritual, like the demons, and then he was selling his soul to the devil, and the eyes, and then his partners, his once partners, he helping them, and then they turn into the demons. Man, it's
Yep.
crazy, dog. It's crazy.
No, what was crazier? Spoiler alert. Well, it's not really a spoiler because it's in the biblical text. When Sammy was about to get bitten, he said the Lord's Prayer. Guess what the demons did? Said the Lord's Prayer right with him. It was signifying is like you may know scripture, but it don't mean nothing when you don't when you're using your talents for evil. You're using your
Mm,
talents for sin. If you're
That's
using your talents for good, that's one thing. What'd you say, Margany?
I thought about that. That's actually a good view. I never thought about it that way. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
okay.
And
When, wait, but is there
The,
also,
you forget the you forget everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. What you put in your music, it's spiritual. It's not when you play it, it's how you play it.
mm,
And if it ain't nothing, if it doesn't have the godlike, if it does not have the Christ-like, the godlike spirit, it's meant for evil. Because we all remember, biblical wise, that Lucifer was the devil, is the devil, but he was Lucifer at a time. And God created Lucifer to be beautiful. And when he came from God, he was meant beautiful, but he had a musical presence to him, right? That's where your spirit comes from. It comes from music. So whether you're putting it in Christian, I mean, different strokes for different folks. There are different religions, right? There's Christianity, there's Buddhism, there's Hebrew, there's Israel, there's all these different types of religions. There's even African religion. All that started in Africa.
Indigenous religion, right? You feel me? Which we might not look at as religion. A lot of people Choctaw, right? It's more
Hmm.
with the earth and being synonymous with nature. You know what I'm saying? But they respect different forces as God and know it's one God, but then it's also his I guess you would say if you were to translate it to like maybe a Christian understanding of it, angels, right? Different angels. They may call it the God of this, the God of that, the God of but
Versus what we
translate
would call ancestors, right?
right, right,
mm,
similar to that. You
okay.
know what I mean?
I mean, I see them. So basically, how my ancestors became Muslim, they were originally Hindus, though, who became Muslim, though, because I just believe they chose it, though. They embraced
Hey,
the
Mahogany, you
Muslim.
got somebody backstage, Hustler and Muscular backstage.
Hustler.
Okay,
Um. Okay, I'm bringing you up. Give me 1 second. Y'all go ahead and talk.
okay. So, yeah, that's just how, that's interesting. No, I get you on that, though. But I'm saying that's just how my ancestors became Muslim, though. Because my entire family is Muslim for generations, though. My ancestors were the Indo-Persians who became Muslim, though, and from there, though, they just carried the faith on for generations, though. They were originally Hindus, though.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I don't know how long y'all been back there. I'm so sorry. I'm distracted. I hope it wasn't too long. Were you guys back there a long time?
No, I just came up.
No,
Okay,
just a good 15, 20 minutes, but I'm good.
cool. Let me see if I could come up with a rhyme. Hustler rhymes, y'all. Hustler, Messler. No, I cannot rhyme. Never mind.
Okay. Salute, mahogany. Glad you thought of me. I don't mind when you bother me.
I love it. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yo, what's good, man? Y'all all right?
Mm, let's see.
Mahogany. What's cooking? What's cooking, Mahogany?
We are doing a meal prep, and actually dinner is almost over. And what's her name came in? Hey, Sugar Bomb. Hey everybody. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm doing a bunch of things at once, so I'm not able to look at y'all, but
Yeah.
not ignoring you. So anyway, I just did a meal prep, and I'm giving you guys a sample. And then someone came in the chat and mentioned a Asian sauce because they know I cook Asian food. Y'all know I was stationed in over a year. And I pride myself on my Asian food. I really need to get up here and do more of that. But decided to do a quick bok choy, and I'm doing a fresh, let me show it to y'all. I'm doing a fresh garlic and ginger sauce with chili peppers.
Cool.
So you putting that with the
Okay.
bok choy?
What's cooking?
Okay.
What's cooking? Good looking. Reservations I'll be booking.
Okay, so
It's really
you putting
simple.
that.
You go ahead, sweetie. It's simple. I'm gonna make the
Tempura.
sauce in front of y'all.
Looks like tempura sauce.
Looks like
No,
spinach.
this is sesame seed oil.
Oh, okay.
So you got the
Oh,
sesame
that.
seed oil with the garlic, and then you mix that with the bok choy.
That's right. And if you really want that classic restaurant rich flavor, they call it brown sauce. You know, when you got like broccoli and stuff like that, they use this stuff here. I'll show it to you. I have so much stuff, but they use this oyster sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit. Yeah, I love Asian cooking because it's so easy. Everybody thinks it's so hard. It's really not. I'm not trying to brag, but I've been told that. I took one of my friends. I gave her some of my food. I put it in a to-go tray, and she thought it was takeout. She was like, "This is better than takeout. Who did this?" And I said, "I did that." So anyway, it's quite easy.
Yeah, that oyster, that's aphrodisiac, eh?
What?
Okay.
What's the
The
aphrodisiac?
oyster, the oyster sauce.
They say that, but I'm not a man, so.
Yeah, yeah. Oysters,
I should hope not.
would say it's great.
So nice to have all you gentlemen. This is actually going to be a good time. The only person that really is missing is Leo. He's another one of my mods. But I'm going to do a dating show eventually. This was just random. But when
Yeah,
I do,
how's that coming along? The dating show. The planning for the dating show. How's that coming along?
well, I've got a few people I think that will join the panel. And the reason I chose Leo is because I know he hits panels. Not all my mods like to hit panels. If you are a male, and the reason I'm choosing male is because I want a male to kind of grill the guys that want to date me. So, but Leo is one of them, and now
Want to date you? I mean, are you sure you want? No, are you sure you want to do this though?
I think it'll be
Mahogany.
fun. I think it'll be fun.
Here we go.
As long as it's fun. Like I said before when we talked about this dating thing, this dating show. As long as it's fun, then yeah.
Yes, exactly. We'll talk about it later. But go ahead. I'm actually doing a lunch. I know it's weird, lunch at breakfast and breakfast at lunch. But go ahead. Somebody said something. Oh, Hustler Muscler, you didn't get to talk. Go ahead and talk. Hustler?
Wait, what did you say?
You
This is
didn't get to
two.
talk.
This is
Were you about
2:51
to
in
say
the morning.
something?
This is funny.
No, I was just asking what's cooking. I see it. Anyways, how y'all doing this morning?
I'm not drunk yet.
Why you
Not
getting
You
yet.
drunk?
need to get drunk, nigga. Shit.
See, I'm just checking out this fire sauce, man. I'm gonna have to tell my chick, hey, look here, you gonna have to get
Yeah, I'm definitely checking out
oyster
the
sauce, with the
sauce.
garlic,
Yes.
bok choy. I'm talking about that way.
Are you checking out the sauce or checking out her? The woman making the sauce with the sauce.
I said the sauce. Keep it PG. Keep it PG, sir. Keep
You
it
sure about that?
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
maybe she is the sauce for him.
Uh-huh. Yeah, whatever.
You should start dating show already. Yeah, let's start it up right now. Fuck.
Stop the cap.
I don't think Mahogany can
You
hear
know
us
what?
talking about her.
Oh, yes, she can.
She can.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I'm just making sure.
Yes, I can. Y'all, I'm sweating. This
Keep
kitchen is
keep on.
Go ahead,
Keep
though.
on cooking.
Why you
Keep
stuttering,
it
man?
cooking. Keep it cooking. I said keep cooking. That's what I said.
You said
We on lock in the building. You know I like we don't lock. You know I like
Oh,
him.
oh God, Jesus
This is your
Christ.
arch villain. We on lock.
I know who it is, Clue.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
cooking with mahogany. I like it.
How's your health, Clue?
I'm always healthy. I'm unstoppable and unbeatable.
Okay. All right. As long as you're here. Okay.
It seems like you lost your enthusiasm when I got on the panel. See, before I got on the panel, you were enthusiastic and talking like confidence. But when I got on the panel, it sort of dropped down a little bit. What's up, brother?
Negro, please. Ain't that type of party? But anyway, so going back, I don't want to hark on because again, people who haven't seen
I'll
the
be right
show,
back.
people who haven't seen the show, please go see it. It's very telling. As a matter of fact, Clue, did you see
Yes, sir.
Sinners?
Sinners. Oh no, I haven't seen it yet. I plan on seeing it. I haven't seen it yet, sir.
Yeah, so
Well,
let's not tell
okay,
too much.
I'm not gonna say anything further. You just go
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
no spoilers. Spoiler alert. No
A
spoilers.
little bit about it. You don't want to tell them about it a little bit. It was a good. I thought it was good. You want to tell them about it?
It's just about two
Just don't
brothers
spoil
opening up a joint.
anything.
It's just about two brothers opening up a joint, and things come with that. Yeah. Actually, I'm lying. It's about a boy who has talents, gifted talents that the brothers are their cousin is opening up a joint. It's people are saying it's based off Dust Till Dawn, but it's much more than that. But you just need to go see it.
I plan to see it like probably next week.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people was hating.
Let gentlemen, ladies, lady, I gotta get some sleep because I gotta wake the babies up in a couple of hours.
Oh, wait, can you give me can you give me 2 more minutes? I'm about to finish the meal. We're about to come to an end. 2 minutes, please. What did you say you gotta do?
She's begging you to stay, sir. So that's a good sign.
Clue. Stop.
You know I'm fucking around. You know I'm fucking around. That's what I do. I fuck around. That's what I do, brother.
First of all, hopefully in this dating game that she's I have my feelings, my personal feelings.
I got feelings too. I got my.
I have
my
my
thoughts.
personal
My thoughts.
Tell me what you're thinking, and I'm almost done.
No,
You go first. We on lock. You go first. We on lock, and I'll go after you.
No, it's too late in the morning. It's too late in the morning. All that. I'm just gonna say this. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to give my thoughts?
Maybe offline I would tell you my personal feelings, but you know my situation, so I can't even tell you. So that even came out wrong. So let me shut up.
Miss Roots, you want me to give my my thoughts, my opinion?
Absolutely.
Well, it's a good business move in my opinion. I think it's a good business move, but if it's about the guys dating you, I think it'll be a disaster.
Why? Tell me why. Is it because of me, my personality?
No. If you're gonna do a dating show, it should be about women that they don't know yet. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? I don't explain.
If all the contestants already know who the woman or what the woman looks like, that kind of takes the wind out of the sail. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's about me, and if they're interested in me.
But that's what I'm saying. That could be a disaster, in my opinion. In my limited knowledge of entertainment, I think that could be a disaster. I don't think it should be about you. I think you should produce it, but I don't think it should be I don't think you should be the woman that they pursue. I think you should like produce it or host it,
I'm
but
gonna
you
do that
shouldn't be
too
the.
because there's several of you that I want to hook up. There's several. Leo Anthony, I'm gonna put him on the spot. Hustler and Musler is single. There's several of you. Kendra G does it.
Yeah, but on the Kendra G show, they're not all trying to hook up with Kendra G.
No. So let me explain it. I don't want it to be a show where it's date me every week. No, I went ahead and said that I would put myself out there because I'm always telling people to put themselves out there. So I thought it would be fun to do a dating show. I found out that the beef sector. Oh Lord, y'all. The beef sector actually does it all the time. They've hooked up several people. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. And I just thought it would be fun, and because I've already set it up, I kind of want to follow through with it. But then after me, then if y'all want to do a Who Wants to Date Leo Anthony or Who Wants to Date Hustler and Messler, but you gotta if you're not going to come on camera, you got to put up a picture or something. You got to give the people something to work. Hey, NC
So you're
worker.
gonna have a. So the show is basically a bunch of guys fighting over you.
No, it's literally. Do you ever watch Beef Sector? Do you
No,
ever
I
watch
hate.
Beef? They
No, I
did a
don't.
few.
That's
They did a few
stupid
shows
shit.
of In Love with So and So, or for the love of. So let's say I'll give you an example. I'll make you the person of the day. So for the love of Clue, and then on that show I'll probably get women mods. We'll come up here and we'll just drop the link. You tell us about yourself. We'll drop the link. And if there's any suitors, they'll come up. They have to cam up. They have to express why they're interested in you and what they bring to the table, and stuff like that. And then if it's a go, then you say it's a go. If it's a no, then it's a no. If you don't want to do the show again, you don't have to. It's real
Oh,
simple.
okay,
And
so it's not. It's
I
not
might
about them coming to you.
it's about them letting me know if they're interested or not, and then I make the final decision.
If they're
So yeah.
interested in another, okay, if they're interested in another woman, not interested in mahogany,
Now,
right?
well, the
No,
show.
no. If they're interested in her,
Y'all see my
But see,
phone?
that doesn't make
the
sense.
brothers will come up to ask questions at the brother. Where his motivations, where his true intentions were, what was his angle, stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have a bunch of guys just going after one woman. I don't think that would really
It's just
make
all
for
she
good
needs is
television.
mahogany plus two, and then just run it like that, man. Mahogany plus you got three women on there,
Let's see how.
right?
Let's wait till she gets back because I'm not I'm not really understanding what this show is about. I don't think all the guys should just
Basically,
go after her.
she's single. She's single. She's just wants to find her mate.
Okay, I see what you're
If
working with over there. All right.
ooh,
Now you put the sauce on there. Okay.
But I
yeah,
don't think
okay.
that the show
Ooh.
should be, you know,
Yeah.
directed towards a bunch of men going after just one woman.
I see. I
That's
see.
not going to make for
Why?
good
Pop the
television.
balloon does it all the time.
So did you put
But
that
they're not
why you
going after
ain't put
one
that
woman. They're
picture
going after
like that?
multiple women.
Clue, you playing with me right now because
No,
we
I'm,
have Clue. Where you at,
yes, ma'am.
sweetie?
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm
You
listening.
playing with me, boo. You're playing with me. I done sweated all my makeup off.
Pan your camera up a little bit so we can see your eyes, please.
I am. You just hold on, sweetie. Um,
I'm
y'all hold on 1 second so I can explain this to Clue because he's
I'm
trying to.
sinning.
So
Shoot,
let me
I'm a sinner.
let me talk to Clue, please, for a second. Clue,
Okay.
we have all seen dating shows where it's called For the Love of Whoever. So it could be for the love of young Riaz. It could be for the love of whoever. So that means only people who are interested in young Riaz, who've seen him around on YouTube, should come up. If they're not interested in young Riaz, they shouldn't come up. Now, if you want to do a dating show with multiple people, that's different. but we're talking about my dating show for me. So the people who come up are interested in me. And then when we do a dating show for Hustler and Muscler, the ladies that come up there are interested in dating, are getting to know Hustler and Muscler better. That's why it's called For the Love of That Person. We could do random dating shows. You're married, so I don't know, you know, why you're, I don't understand. I'm gonna bring you back up.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. I
Okay.
just at first I didn't know what the show was about. I
Okay.
get it now. I got it. I got it.
Okay. Cool.
So I was gonna ask you, did you just let it sit down, or did you put it in the microwave, or I mean, how you doing this sauce? What you putting on there?
Oh, right. So yeah, it's beautiful. Oh God, and it smells so good. And let me tell you everything I added to it, by the way. So it's a mixture. It's soy sauce. I like seasoned soy sauce. It has a lot more flavor. So it's soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame seed oil with fresh. You got to use. There's a difference. You want to use fresh garlic and fresh ginger. It's so much more powerful. And then what else did I put in there? A little bit of chili pepper flakes, or you can use chili seed oil for the spice. But it's really, really flavorful. One day I had like 2 whole batches of this stuff, and the cool thing is it's really, really healthy. I only used about 2 tablespoons. I mean, other than salt, I mean, soy sauce and oyster sauce have a lot of sodium, but other than that, as far as fat, it has very little fat. The sesame seed oil, I only use like maybe a tablespoon or two. So it's very healthy, and it actually will fill you up because bok choy is full of water, as you know. So I'm gonna go get my chopsticks, and I'll be done, and we can all say our piece. Hey, Black Rain. Good morning. Good morning, Leo. And we were just talking about you, Leo Anthony. I'm gonna hook you up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can see that for the love of actually going. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good. I think that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? That way you had a person that's being on there that's looking for love. For the love of, and then any woman that want to holler, she can come up and you know what I'm saying and whoop whoop. And hey, that sounds like a good play.
Uh, me, I mean, me personally, like I said, I have my take on it. The one thing I will say is, I mean, be careful with that, just in case you do strike gold or whatever. The conversation has to be right. The 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 situation has to be right. It's just, uh, I want to wish her the best of luck. You know, I kind of like was like, like, okay, well, I mean, if there's something that you want to do, then I'm with you 1,000%. I'm with her one way or the other, whatever she wants to do.
I mean,
If you want
guys,
if you want to find love, if you want to find happiness on the internet, and it's not like we haven't been on Black Planet or AOL or any of these different sites from back in even MySpace. I haven't found my ex girlfriend from MySpace, and we were together for a couple of years. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know?
but to have a multiple men going after just one woman on the show, what do you think that looks like?
I mean,
Right.
it looks like to me for
See,
opportunity to find a but ooh. You didn't have to. Why did you put the chopsticks out there? Well, mm. But I mean, it's just a perfect opportunity to have a conversation with individual with that individual individually, and if that person don't work out, then you move on to the next. It's like any dating game show. Like
But
um,
every dating show has been the guys, like 5 guys and then there's 5 women, or it's
no,
been
no, no.
10 guys and
Have you ever
ten
I'm
seen
women.
trying to
Change of
say,
Heart? Have you ever seen
yeah. Have you ever
Change
seen
of Heart?
Flavor of Love? For goodness sakes,
Yeah,
New York, for
yeah,
the
but
love of New
Flavor
York.
Flav was a celebrity though. That's different. He was a celebrity.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah, but New
celebrity.
York wasn't a celebrity.
He had a proven career before Flavor of Love. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but New York
do
didn't
you
have
think
a
this
wasn't
is?
a celebrity, right? And she got a show just off being on that fucking show. Right? She wasn't a celebrity. Nobody knew who the fuck she was before she was on that
Are
show.
you all ready? Okay. So
Yes.
let me say this. So now the show, y'all haven't seen me do this before, but I've been cooking on this channel for many years, doing a lot of things on this channel, honey. People who've been following me know what I do over here. Sometimes we cook, sometimes we dance, honey. Sometimes we talk a little trash. But now, once I do a cooking show and everything has been set up, I just show you all the food and then I end the live. But before I do, I wanted to thank you all for coming. I appreciate you so much. And shout out to Witch Doctor for sending most of y'all over here. If you do like the content, and it's different, I'm gonna be honest, my content is not like anybody else's. It's very vast. I talk about a lot of things. Right now, I'm talking about celebrity news, and I like to do a lot of fun things. So before I drop you guys, let me show you the dish, and then I'll do an outro. Okay, so you guys just stick around, and then I'll end the live. But this is the final product. Oh Lord. I need a stick, but anyway, this is awkward. And then this is the bok choy. I'll take a bite of it so you guys can see. And as far as my
Yeah,
salad,
you
I
gotta
really
eat. Yeah, you gotta eat some of your food when you cook. You gotta do it.
what you say, sweetheart?
I said, yeah, you gotta eat your food once you cook it. You gotta do it so you get
Oh
the. You
yes.
gotta
And
do it.
as far as what I put on, I actually love rice vinegar, and I usually mix that with olive oil. I try to keep it as clean as I can. But all right, you guys. So I'm gonna bring you guys up, and thank you, Leo. I'm gonna let you guys speak your piece, and then I'll end the live. But go ahead. We unlock. Thank you for staying to the end. I know you had some place to go.
Yeah, the food looks great. The food looks great. The food looks delicious. Um, Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I- I'll talk to you on the back end.
Okay. Okay.
Bye, Mahogany.
Bye.
Bye,
I
y'all.
need. All right. Bye.
Oh, that reminds me. Happy Mother's Day to you, Mahogany. I know I'm
Well,
late as hell, but okay.
that's okay. I know you were doing your show and stuff, and you said Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, so that's fine. I'm a lady.
No
Thank you.
problem.
No
And as
problem.
far as that, you talked about the dating show earlier. Now, how does it going to work? It's going to be a bunch of men competing for your affection, or
No, it's just I would say a bunch of men. What if nobody shows up? I don't know who's going to show up. But the way they did it over at the beef sector is basically just like what I told you. The person told them about themselves, their history, why they're on the market, and then fellow people came up and said why they like the person, why they'd like to get to know the person, and that was it. And either they connected or they didn't. It's
so
not
it's
that difficult.
basically a YouTube version of Pop the Balloon, or
I guess so. I've never seen Pop the Balloon. Remember
oh
that.
God, no. Well,
I
you ain't missing out
remember
on
the
much.
show. My brother's into that show. I've never watched it. It reminds me of there was an old dating show that used to come on late at night. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But yeah, sweetheart. Go ahead, y'all speak y'all piece, and then I'm gonna end this live.
I think dating shows in the 80s and 90s were way more authentic compared to what they've been for the last decade plus.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I like the third wheel one on what was that, MTV? That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah,
The
fifth
third
wheel,
wheel.
fifth wheel.
Yeah, fifth wheel. Yes, what it was. Fifth wheel.
Yeah,
He's right.
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah, but it
remember
had
this
like
show, but didn't watch much of it. What is it about? I seen bits of it.
it was like you had two chicks trying to get one dude, or you had like two dudes trying to get one chick, right?
Oh, that okay.
They had to compete, right? They had to compete against each other. So it was like some of it looked like it was scripted, but a lot of these people, it was just some random street people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like authentic. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of good stuff in it. And I think what Ma doing shit, that shit would be good. I mean, why not? Give it a try. The food was great. I'm looking at this bok choy. You didn't gave me a recipe off the muscle. Rice wine vinegar, ginger, garlic. with the bok choy, yeah, that's nutrient rich. I ain't gonna say I'm giving up meat. I'm still have my organics, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. A little bit of that bok choy like that. That's some good greens, man. I appreciate you, mom. I'm gonna put that in my repertoire.
No problem. And I appreciate you. I loved your guys' conversation about that movie. It's a great movie. I liked it. The first time, like I said, I missed it. So it took me a couple times to watch it. And me and some friends might go out again and watch it again. So I enjoyed it. It's called Sinners. You guys should check it out. But I'm a bring, and I'm so sorry, Hustler, because I love talking to you. But I'm actually about to bring that the show to an end because I'm going to head out to the gym. But did you want to talk about anything really quick, you and Club? Because y'all haven't been up here long. Did you guys have something on your mind you wanted to talk about?
Well, I gotta be at work in the next hour or so I ain't gonna be up here long anyway. I guess at 5:30 I can log off, but I got time to kill. What's on your mind, my little sunshine?
Actually, this is the longest. Y'all know I don't do long lives, but I talked to Witch Doctor. Rewind it. I talked to Witch Doctor. I was on his show. And he sent a bunch of people. That's how I met a lot of these people. He sent a lot of these people over. We were just talking about Angry Man. And, he kind of yelled at a lady on Mother's Day. I had a bit of a problem with that. And so we kind of talked about that. And we're going to prayerfully do some business in the future. And that's it. What about you, Clue? You got anything before I end the live?
That's okay. You're trying to do something new. I get it. I get you're trying to do something new. I guess I'm still a little bit confused. This show you're doing, all of the men. Okay, let me ask you this: how many men are going to be per episode?
Maybe. I'm only doing this one time. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Y'all know I'm getting out, moving about and stuff. I'm shaking and moving. A lot of people, because I made my relationship status public, a lot of people thought I was going to break down and cry. Oh my gosh, she ain't got no man. No, honey. So I'm just doing this to show people what you need to do. You got to keep it moving. You got to go on with your life. Life goes on.
Do me a favor, Mahogany. If you could lift the camera up so we can see like your eyes and stuff.
Now I'm sweating. I'll lift the camera up. I'm actually about to end the show. I'm trying to give you stop focusing on me. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to say what you have to say, sweetie. But
we're talking about the show. We're talking about the show. So
what about it, honey?
Okay, yeah. Well, you're ready to end the show. You're It sounds like you don't want to talk about the show anymore. You want to end this show. So
it's okay. It's just that I've done worked up a sweat. Go ahead. Okay, we can talk about the show. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna put this food up really quick. I'll come back on camera.
Let's talk about the show so we can get clarity. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and talk. I'm gonna move some stuff around and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's up, Hustler and Triple SO? I'm not sure those are your names, but that's what I see on the screen.
Yep, that's me. You know who I am by now.
Yeah, I know you, Hustler. I know you, bro. So this show that she's doing, yeah, it could get ratings, it could get attention. I get it, but I'm trying to find out what's the end game. Every show has an ultimate goal. What's the ultimate goal you think for Mahogany show?
That's a good question. Is it to possibly find a mate? I hope that's what you're doing because I don't want no clout chasing.
Yeah, I'm not a clout chaser. I think it's to meet somebody new or special, and that could potentially be, the great thing. Isn't it always when you're available? Isn't that always the possibility? Or I guess.
Yeah, but Mahogany, outside of the show, can I ask you this? Are you doing this because you recently broke up with your love?
Yep, hell yeah. At first I was doing it to make his ass mad.
Do you think that's bad? So do you think this show is like done in bad faith? Maybe.
Because I believe getting back on that horse, honey. I believe you got to get on that horse and ride. Um, and so maybe this is the jump start I need to get moving with my life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this might be it.
Leave her alone, man. Let her get back on the horse, man. Go her down to Whiskey River and get on that horse and ride it, man. You tripping, man. Let the show roll, dog. You tripping, man.
Okay.
We gonna support the show, Mahogany. We gonna support the show. I'm gonna come through and check it. You let me know before you. I'm coming through. I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
do
that.
want to know. I
You
do
got
want
to
to
get
know.
on the horse and ride, honey. You cannot be sitting down in the dumps. 'Cause
I do want to know one thing.
sure.
Like, what kind of questions are we going to be asking these guys? And I'm asking because I don't want to be asking these guys a bunch of ridiculous questions like you see in Pop the Balloon. Like, I don't know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do your I'm like, you're supposed to get to know the person, like what they're doing. You
I
can't
mean, you
think
can come up with your own questions, but I can give you a couple. Like basically, what is it about my like you can ask literally anything you want to ask, do you have children, are you married, how long you been single, what is it that you want, what do you expect, and if you see Mahogany, anything that you want. It's going to be a very laid back show. We're all adults, so
all right.
that's a
I don't
good
want to
question.
ask the wrong questions and run somebody off. Then you get mad at me for that.
No, I'm not like that. I would never get mad at you for somebody else's behavior. I don't do stuff like that.
So you're not doing this show to spite him.
Well, a little bit I was in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So you're not
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm not what anymore, sweetie.
You're not doing the show to spite him right now. You say you did it first, but not anymore.
Right, yeah. I've calmed down,
Okay. Okay, cool.
Well, if that's all y'all got, that awkward silence. I really don't have any more. Yeah. I'll let you guys know. Hustler and Muscler, you can talk to me anytime. Y'all got the email. Hustler and Muscler. Oh yeah, we are friends on Instagram. As soon as I get back on my Instagram, I'll reach out to you or I'll leave you an email. We'll get it together and you guys come on and
Yeah, I was gonna say hit me up on Instagram. I hardly ever see you up there. Just saying.
I'm not.
He calling you out.
I have not been on Instagram in like 3 months. I just took a break from social media for a while. I come up here every once in a while to talk to y'all because I miss y'all, but I just took a break from Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook like in over a year, and I started out with Facebook. Haven't been on. So anyway,
That's how I communicate with my audience. Instagram.
part-time planning says, yeah, like hobbies. What are your hobbies? Just like stuff like that. Exactly. Keep your head clear. That's true. I don't know if you guys have ever broken up. Well, I'm sure we've all had to break up or broken up with somebody. One of the worst things you could do is just sit around moping and thinking about them all the time. That's not going to help you.
Nope.
You're not going to meet anybody that way either. And that's a problem with this space. You got people, men and women that have been, maybe had their heart broken or had some kind of situation and they haven't gotten over it. And now, some of these people are bitter and it's not healthy. And I don't want to be like that.
That makes sense.
Get over it.
That makes sense to me.
I mean, how you handle it does matter. Like when me and my ex broke up back in 2010, I handled it, but I may have gone overboard. I started going out to the clubs. I started messing around with different women just to get over, just to heal myself. So I kind of did some things just to get over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Going to the gentleman's club and stuff like that. Like, I'm a free man now, so what the if I can do whatever.
Mm-hmm. And thing that and we talked about this on your show. I'm not saying that you have to jump and lay in bed with somebody, but it's good to be like I've been going out with my friends, like I just said, a group of my coworkers, like just hanging out, just getting out again. Because for years I made my world about this man. Everything was about him. everybody's laughing, but I used to get up in the morning and make him breakfast, make my son breakfast. So now I get to do fun stuff that I want to do. Like I like to skate. He doesn't skate. I'm going to the skate ring. So, things like that.
I like to skate too.
Oh.
I like to skate. Yeah. It's skating is very good cardio. Really good
Very
cardio.
good. Very good cardio. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, that's what I'm about to go do. I'm so glad y'all hit the link. I really appreciate the support.
Talk to us in the back chat when the show is over, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah, we could do that really fast. So I'm in the live. It was nice to meet all of y'all. Thank you guys for coming through. Watch the replay. Peace. Okay. Yeah, let's end this live stream, honey. I didn't see